And I am live. All right, what's going on this fine Sunday night? Yeah, before me and Marie went up and we did a little test run, um, trying to get her broken into doing some lives and stuff for her channel. Uh, I'm still working through this Evmux thing here. So, yeah, but it's fun. I tell you one thing, a lot better than StreamYard. All right, who we got here? Anybody here yet? Maybe we won't get anybody. I'm gonna keep saying, how many times does this keto guy want to go live? Let's see. Read the comments. All right, color looks good. Adjust this one here a little bit. Nobody. Dead Sunday night. I guess everybody's done with Christmas. There he is, MBL. What's up, buddy? I'm just trying to get this, all my cameras, everything set up and everything. But I'm ending up. I appreciate all your support there, pal. I really do. Hope you had a good Christmas too. What's happening? Lance and Simon are done, I guess. I seen. Dwayne, hey, how you doing? Nice to see you. Let me get all this stuff working here. Yeah, I've seen a little bit of it today, and I guess there's a lot of people that are just, getting ready for the new year or just tired. I don't know. Bud Files, great channel thing. I mean, they're usually with everybody, so. Yeah, Dwayne, we did. Actually, it was. You know what it was? It was nice and quiet because of the kids are older. My grandsons are older, and it was just a nice, calm Christmas Eve and a Christmas Day. We just hung out here at the house, and that was it. Hello to Bud Files and Dwayne. I take it everybody knows one another. I got to see if I'm on YouTube if it came through. Let me go over here. Let me with you in 1 minute. Come back over. Hey. There it is. Okay. Dwayne, I'm going to give you a wrench. Okay. Let me go back to StreamYard. I'll kill that. Live stream. All right. Here we go. I mean, it seems to get all the bugs out of it and working there. Hey, Glacier Shark, how you doing? Welcome in. I'm just up. I'm switched everything over to Evmux and trying to get all the bugs and what do we got going here? Okay. That seems better. Okay. Everybody saying hello to one another. This ain't going to be long today. I'm just trying to see how it's going to work out. On this thing here, I'm going to try to do some live stuff, and work with it much better than StreamYard. So, yeah, pretty good, pretty good. I think so. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to be doing Friday nights. Um, well, we'll see what happens. I mean, there again, I haven't been live in such a long time, and all the people that do go live, I don't want to step on their toes, whatever. Not that I'm going to draw anybody. That's that's the furthest thing from from where I want to be. But in the same token, like Sundays. I know we were on early with Marie. She was a nervous wreck. It was funny as hell. I kept telling her, we're on. Shh, be quiet. We weren't even on. The computer wasn't even turned on yet. She was a nervous wreck. I'll pay for it somewhere along the line, believe me. But that's what it's all about. It's have fun. Especially with family and you know, you guys are all. I feel family too. So yeah, I'm a little crazy right now with trying to get the lighting right and stuff. I don't know. It is what it is. I ain't gonna go too much with it. That's for sure. Yeah, that's a fact, MBO. That is a fact. But 6 people popped up. I was on last night with Grumpus for a while. He was having trouble with his he was on Restream, and I think he's going to go back to. He's the one who turned me on to Evmux here. So, and I know a few people that had contacted me and said that what they were having a hard time with StreamYard also. So, you know what they try to get money. I mean, they keep it going for a little while, and like anything else, everybody wants to get paid. So, too much. Well, let's see what we got here. It is 7:34 Pacific time. It's getting a little chilly out here. And here in Vegas, what happens is we get hit. No rhyme or reason to it, but we'll get hammered with a cold front. I mean, it'll come through and it just stays. So it's been teetering back and forth. A couple days was in the 50s, and then dropped down at night to the 30s, and then 60s during the day. So you don't know how to dress. But I have a feeling we're going to get hammered pretty soon. So just like the heat, it's dry cold. That don't make too much sense, does it? I don't know. Madwood Terry, how you doing, buddy? No problem. Take your time. We got up here. We switch this around. Put that there. And we got. Let's see here. We do a little fooling around. I haven't done this in such a long time. Drunken Chef, what's up, brother? How you been? What's everybody doing for New Year's? Staying home? I know I ain't going nowhere. I'll be checking my eyelids for cracks. Just can't do it like I used to, that's for sure. So let me go over here to Hey chef, how is your the rub? Is it selling any? You get any takers on it? That's good stuff, brother. Really is. Really is good. Yeah, you know what? From my balcony, I can look down. I can actually see the planes taking off and taking. I mean, it's down a ways, and I can see a little bit of the strip, and we get to see the fireworks from down that end. And where I'm at over on the others, there's a casino real close to me, Green Valley Ranch, and every year they do fireworks. So it's just like the 4th of July. I mean, and it goes basically all night long. Yep. But let me see what else I got here. Put over there. I don't know. Let me just check this out. Put that up. Pictures. Grumpus on fire. What's up? If you want Grumpus, I'll send you the link. You want to pop up for a little bit? Grumpus, how's this look? Pretty clear, or MBL says it looks good? Let me see. Let me see what I have. Yeah. Quentin Nelson, what's up, man? How you doing? Okay. Yeah, it seemed to work out pretty good. It really did. Looks crystal clear. I just stopped by to say hi. Really tired. Oh no, man, COVID. That's insane. Completely insane. Well, get better, brother. I'm glad you popped in. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Well, that's a shame. Wow. Madwood, how you doing? Are you saying hello? Let me see if I can do this. Hold on, guys. I'll be with you in a minute. Right there. Okay. All right, Grumpus, I sent it out to you. I don't know if you want to come up or not, but I sent it out to you. Just to see how this works, how you get up here. Man, I feel bad for Quentin. God almighty. That is completely nuts. Oh, boy. And you know what? I'm trying to avoid that. I'm drinking every kind of herb and stuff around. And sure in hell, today I went into the store just for something. I actually had to go in and get water. And I walked in. As soon as I walked in, woman turned around, looked right at me, and sneezed. I said, "You crazy ass." MBL, I'm trying my damnedest to get. I want to boost their channel up. You know what I mean? Marie gets set in her ways with things, okay, and don't want to go any further. She's comfortable where it's at, the whole bit. But I said you need to expand it. You need to because she has a big following from overseas. Scotland and the UK and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get her boosted up. But so today to break the ice a little bit to get her up on a live and like that. She did all right. So we're going to try to do stuff twice a month on that channel, on the what do you call it, on the seniors food and life, but I don't know. We'll see what happens with it, depending on how she does, with it. But it was good. It was fun. And there again, I mean, go up for a little while. We're gonna try to do some other stuff that we normally do together, and it's getting old stuff. It's not made for sissies. That's for damn sure. So. I don't know if everybody's seen or listened to it, but she did one about me, and I got killed off. Yeah, so I said, I know what you're doing. I know what you're up to. But it's good. It keeps us busy. It really does. Actually, it keeps me at the damn casino and the bar. That's for sure. So, which is okay. I don't know. Terry, how you doing? All right? Yeah. Oh boy. I can't wait for the holidays and everything to be over with. They're just, I don't know. I don't feel it anymore. Marie says to me, "Well, you got to take the tree down tomorrow." So I'll take it down right now. We don't have to worry about it. But hit the wrong button. Now I got to see anybody else coming up in here. That is, I actually had somebody get mad at me. You don't come on my channel anymore. I'm saying, damn, I don't see anybody. I follow a lot of people, and it falls off. And then sometimes you see people that you haven't seen in such a long time. You know what I mean? You don't know if they're there or not, and not a big deal. I mean, yeah, that's Little Christmas, right? That we used to. That's when we used to keep our tree up till Little Christmas was, the family tradition. But I got one of them Vegas trees. It's all gold and glittery and stuff. It's the only thing I could find at the time. And matter of fact, the tree I got was supposed to be green and come back out gold. I wasn't going to go through the aggravation of taking it down, or taking it back, sending it back, whatever. I don't know. Grumpus, you still in? I sent you a link on your internet, your email. I do have relatives. Yeah. Okay, Grumpus. This will be the first time I have somebody up, so I just want to make sure that it's going to work with it. Dwayne, a lot of the old traditions, and yourself, has fallen away. It really has. So who knows? All I know is one thing. I guess another day or two they take it off the radio. If I hear Mariah Carey one more time, I think I'm going to commit suicide. Well, I tell you, some songs they just should not be on the air for Christmas. That's for damn sure. Hey, gee, mama. That's funny. Too funny. Santa baby. No, the one she does is all I want for Christmas. I tell you, all I want for Christmas is her to go away. Unbelievable. There is this a couple songs that just I mean I don't know, and I'm a musician. I love all kind of music, but some stuff just got to go, man. Horrible. It is horrible. Oh man, that's all for the kids. It's all commercialized now, so you close your eyes and it's all over with. Hey, years ago, I always worked through it. You know what I mean? You know, Christmas Eve was a big night, and usually, if we had a lot of people who inquired about Christmas Day, we would open, almost like a private kind of thing, set menu and stuff like that. That got old quick too, but in the same token, money's money. So I don't know. We'll see what goes on. We got 8 in the house. I appreciate it. Let me see what I got here. Let's see what we got. This PC. Most of these come up backwards. I'm trying to fish for something here. I don't know why that don't come on like that. That's crazy. That is amazing. Anyway, there we go. Well, we're going to have Grumpus come up in a little bit. And let me shut this music off. Typical Sunday night music. And put up a banner, create a banner. I don't want to do that. So, yeah, this got some pretty nice features in it. I'm going to learn how to use it all. You are live. Watch on YouTube. It's not live. Okay. Well. All right. So I had to fix a light before, and I had a bottle of super glue. Okay. Try to get the top off, and it just to your email. Let me see here. Your mail. Guess I got to go to sent. Okay. All right. Just pretty quiet. Let's see if Mr. Grumpy comes up. We had 6 in. We had 8 in before. 6 in right now. Misery loves company. Too funny. I don't know how it's going to open up in here because let me see. Copy and an email. Do. All right. I hope I didn't goof this up. Well, anyway. Got this light in the back here. I don't know if that works better off. Yeah, no, better on. Put it up over here like that. Let's see. Looks like Grumpus is hanging onto my symbol there. All right, so we come here. I'm getting dizzy. Do I need to send it again? Search. I don't know. I just did a podcast on here. Actually recorded it. It came out pretty good. There's a lot of ways I get around without doing any kind of editing on it. There is some other stuff that I need to work on, and but it should be pretty good. I think. I'm hoping anyway. No, Evmux not seeing my camera. Still working. Okay. Wonder why that is. Wonder why that is. So now I got. Let me try one more thing here. Videos. Documents. Desktop. Oh yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate that. A smile on Sunday lunch. Beef. Okay, yeah. See, that's how I got to put things up. I guess I got to go through the studio mode. Okay. Take that down. Shut that off. Okay. I don't know. I guess Grumpus is having a little trouble getting his camera working. To get up on here. People dropping off. It's like a silent live. I don't know. So, all right. So I guess what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to this year, starting off Mondays, I'm going to be doing the podcast that I have, and that's on Monday. And then Wednesday, I'll be doing on the Keto Cook. I'll be doing a regular video, And then on Fridays, we're going to probably going to start off on Fridays, every other Friday, with Seniors Food and Life to do a live on there to get that channel boosted up a little bit. And then on Saturday, Marie has her uh, Meg's Mysteries on Saturday. And then Sunday's a Sunday Dinner Chef. And then we'll start it right back all over again. So I'm hoping that things we have a little bit better year this year than the last couple years anyway. All right, I'm just playing with a lot of things here. 4N. I guess me going silent some people dropped out, which is fine. Nobody wants to sit and watch some old guy babble here. I'm just trying to figure out when I go to some of these pictures here, and I put a picture up or video, and I add to the stream, so I guess I got to add it. I don't get it. Hold the phone, folks. Hold the phone. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Neil Armstrong.
There we go.
Am I echoing?
No, that was me. You should be good now.
Okay. No, I'm trying to see if I need to put my earphones on and shut the volume off, but I'll do it anyway. Well, it looks pretty good, man.
Well, we made it.
Yeah, holy
You know,
crap.
you know what I was doing. I was trying to, I told you last night my camera runs through a Elgato video converter.
Okay.
So I come in Evmux and I kept trying to hit Elgato Virtual instead of OBS Virtual.
I mean,
So we're good now. I knew it was pilot error. I just didn't know what I was doing wrong.
I just want to see here. We just pull it out like that. You can pull it out a little bit better that way. And what do you want, Marie? I got enough water. I'm good.
Well, look, it looks good tonight.
I mean, you are crystal.
It's the same. It's the same settings as last night, so I'm not sure. Maybe the weather was having an effect. I don't know.
Hey, Jackie, how you doing?
Might have just been restream. Who knows?
It could have had some bad weather too. But you know what? The past couple of people I've seen on restream, they were a little fuzzy. I don't know. It could be just could be me. I don't know.
Oh, this looks great.
Yeah, let me get
this. Looks great.
Let me try another couple. Wow, right there, and then I mean, and you got mushrooms behind you.
Yeah. that could be part of the problem too.
Yeah. Well, let me go back to where we were. Yeah, I mean, it's got all the bells and whistles. I
like this. I like this a lot.
I did now the only problem I had today was I tried to we tried to do a live. I tried to do it on Seniors Food and Life, okay, and me and Marie we sat there, but it would not let me add Seniors Food and Life. I have to work on it. I guess I have to add a separate one in. You know what I mean? I have to
right
because I have the Sunday Dinner Chef on it, and also have because it goes through Google, and that one's on there. But what I did, Grumpus? It's so easy. I downloaded it and just reloaded up on Seniors and Food. That was it.
So what I do notice, and that's why we're here to check this out, I think.
Yeah.
I cannot respond in the chat.
Really?
Yeah. And that's what they were telling me when I tried this before. Now you can on your end, but whoever's on the panel with you, we can see the chat.
But okay. Now where does the chat come up on yours?
It's coming up on the left hand side.
Okay. So now if we go over to let's see. Let me take Madwood down.
I can do private chat, I think.
That's with me though.
Yeah. Well, I'm not even sure about that.
It says here, listen offstage feed. I don't know what that means.
But I've got another one. I've got the Firefox running here on the side, so I can see the stream, and I can use the chat over there.
You don't see the stream at all on your end. I mean,
On
the chat.
on Evmux, I can see the chat.
Oh, okay.
I cannot respond. I can't participate or type.
Yeah. So now, if you go over to the only way I think you can do it is if you go over to.
Let's say if I come over to the right hand side, that's what I see on my right hand monitor. So this is just the normal feed. So I can respond here.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
back to the center screen, the main screen,
Can't see stuff.
I cannot see it.
Let me try to go back on this one here. No, that's not had nothing to do with it.
And it's the same way with Restream.
Yeah. I'll have to double check into that one.
But I think that's just the nature of the beast.
Daddy Dutch, what's up, brother?
Is Daddy here?
Yeah, he's here.
Hey, Kent, how you doing?
Bill's here, and Bill said hello to you. That is. See how or why that's going on. See, because I just have one monitor, so now when I put it up, now if I put hold on a minute. Can you see that when I put that up?
Pardon me?
Can you see what's on there? Can you on the screen now?
Oh, yeah, I can see it. I see everything you're seeing except a way to respond to the chat.
Got it.
Because when I tried this a few months back, that's what Patrick was saying. You know, everything looked good, but there was no way to respond to the chat.
Right. unless you went into YouTube.
Yeah, unless you open up a double browser.
Right. Okay.
Which isn't that big a deal. I mean, most people that's going to be, I think, savvy enough to get on the panel will be savvy enough to be able to do that.
Sure.
And of course, we can always show if people don't know, we can always show them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
even on my regular, anytime I stream anywhere, I always have a second window open, just to make sure that I'm not sitting there talking to myself because the stream went down. This is my proof I'm still on.
Before I had some people on like that, and then I went trying to find stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm still having trouble if I bring up. Before would only let me bring up videos to share. Okay. I tried to get up the what do you call it, to bring up some pictures. Okay. So what happened today was I did my podcast. Worked out really great. Right? So what I did was I turned around and I had to make like videos of the pictures first, put them together that way. So, but it worked out all right. You know, I'll find my way through it.
So how's my audio? Am I loud enough?
Crystal clear.
I'm not because in my headphones it feels like I'm overdriving.
No, it sounds good to me.
All right, the volume's good. I'm not gonna mess with it.
Let's see, and then you get. What happened here? Hold on, I'm playing here.
That's all right. Play away. Darkness. Into the darkness. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot to get used to. You're the first one to come up on here. Well, I wanted to help kick the tires on a little bit.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, but doing what I wanted to do worked out fabulous today, and very quick. So
Well, I caught a little bit of you and Maria's live a little bit ago.
okay, cool.
I was stuffing my face with supper, so I didn't.
Now that was also
Well, I
on
didn't.
my
I didn't catch the. I caught. Let me rephrase that. I caught the rerun. I didn't catch it live.
okay. And did that lag at any point?
Uh, I didn't notice it lagging.
Okay, because when I rewatched it myself, it looked like it was doing a little bit of a lag on there.
Well, there might have been a hiccup here and there, but it wasn't anything that bothered me.
Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about as far as me using the
Yeah.
laptop. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? To
Okay.
do
Well,
do
it
stuff.
may be. It may be your just as the bottleneck on speed for the laptop. Maybe your Wi-Fi isn't fast enough to keep
Yeah.
up.
So that's all the stuff I need to work on like that. But as far as recording with it, I'll record something else and then I can put it up on
Yeah.
here.
Well, maybe you go in your OBS settings. Maybe if you mess with the bit rate a little bit, that may be a set different on your laptop than on your other computer.
And I must add my wireless mics. We were using
Oh,
them.
okay,
We
okay.
were using them. So finally, it's like something like when you spend a lot of that wasn't a lot of money, but when you spend money on something, you can't use it. That's that's like watching an old bottle of scotch that you bought
Well,
40 years
I
ago.
think that's I think some of that's the problem I have on this end. I upgrade some of this equipment, but I'm not going to throw the old stuff away.
Yeah,
you know, I,
exactly.
I convince myself I need something else, and then I keep trying to use the old stuff too.
Yeah,
It's just confusing everything.
and the cameras I have that old style, the micro B or micro C.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, yeah, USB.
input. Yeah,
Yeah.
USB and stuff like that. So I'm trying to jam it into the camera.
Oh yeah, Tom. I told you I built a new system here in January. I even added. I bought a motherboard that had enough slots for me to add 3 more USB cards, so that each one of these cameras could have their own card.
Okay.
And I still can't get them all to work.
Gary, I'm using Evmux. Okay. Um, I tried a couple of the other ones and I just couldn't get it to work the way I wanted to. And this one seems to, for what I'm doing, I'm using it basically for uh, a podcast type of thing where I could do multiple stuff on this one channel on it. And then, but it really works good. The audio is fantastic on it.
Oh yeah, we are live at beautiful 1080p.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and that's the other thing. That's the other thing. Check it out, Gary. I don't know what you're using. I don't know if you're using Restream or not. I think you went to another one. I'm not really sure.
There are a lot of
Yeah,
tutorials on Evmux on YouTube.
yeah,
If somebody wants to check it out, see what it's all about, it looks really good.
yeah. It does. I mean, and for me to get through it, I have all different ways to go roll with it.
Well, I think it helps that you got your teeth cut a little bit on OBS.
Yeah, right?
It makes some sense out of some of the
Yeah.
stuff that Evmux is doing.
Okay, he's using Talk Studio, Streamlab.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I think StreamYard. I think they shot themselves in the foot. I really do.
Well, my hope is that it's forcing everybody else to step up to the plate and improve their product.
Yeah.
You know,
Just ju-
competition's good.
yeah. Just this. What do you call it? Just the clarity of it in 1080p to begin with.
That
But
was
the
the draw
audio,
for me.
yeah, the audio blew me away when I first did it. The free version has a lot of bells and whistles, It
Yes.
also has limitations that you gotta watch. I mean, it only allows 7 minutes of storage.
Right, because they want you to put your toe in the water and
Yeah.
make sure you like it.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen a couple of his videos when he was dabbling with it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, well, everybody's got their own favorites.
yeah, and you know,
Uh,
Devil Dog's pretty fast.
Streamlabs is the old OBS people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I was kind of surprised that when I went in to look into this, because our buddy Michael, he'll get going on a roll, and I have to say, wait a minute, what are you talking about?
Well, he's trying to keep his videos from going too long. If you don't master that pause button while he's talking, you get
I'm,
left in smoke.
I mean, particles were hitting me, Evmux. It
Now
was funny as hell.
he's got a couple videos out on Evmux.
Okay, yeah, he does.
That I
He
mean that's where I first ran across it was off his channel.
I watched him, and then there's a couple black dudes that, man, they talk about being well informed.
Oh yeah, yeah. I forget their names, but yeah, they make that thing dance.
Okay, now I can have on this one here, even on the free version, you can have up to 12 people on here.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, that to me is a little ridiculous because then you start everybody's over talking one another, and
Well, I mean, out of 12 people, I only like 8 of them.
yeah, I don't know 12. It's funny, funny stuff, funny stuff.
But yeah, the 1080p was the draw.
Yeah,
It makes no sense to buy a nice 4K camera. You can only look at it 720.
but I tell you what, here this EVMux also will tell you if you have a lot of storage that are being used.
Uh-huh.
Okay, they'll tell you that 1080p is not right now. They'll put it out in 1080p, but for me to upload or do everything would be in 720.
Yeah.
Okay, they'll let you know that rather
I
than
wonder why that is.
having that all fuzzy and stuff like that.
Yeah, I wonder why that is.
Yeah. And see on StreamYard, back when them pictures are right up in here, okay, that would look like almost like a rainbow type of thing on StreamYard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With the way the lighting and stuff was. So I don't know.
I mean, by the time you render your videos down and goes through that conversion process, then it has to be uploaded and it loses a little bit there. And by the time they finally broadcast it, you've had a lot of different things has tickled your data.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I can see and virtually no freezing on here whatsoever.
Oh no, it's smooth as can be. I like this.
Any kind of hiccups or anything like that. So I almost said hiccup.
YouTube Police. That's a new guy. What?
It's Gary Belt Loop 29.
He changed his name. He doesn't go by Belt Loop anymore.
No, he does. This is another channel that he has.
Oh, okay, Gary.
Gary's got a couple channels, and
I don't get out much, Gary.
Yeah. I appreciate it, Gary. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. We go way back. I think I had 30 subscribers on this channel, and me, Gary, and Devil Dog.
Yeah. I think I met both those guys on some of Carla's lives.
Yeah. Sure did. So yeah, I think you should look into this. Give it a ride. Give it a test run.
Well, this is pretty much convinced me. I liked it before. To be honest with you, they just kind of pissed me off when they watermarked everything so bad.
Yeah,
I thought that was total overkill, and it was just a huge turnoff to me.
I just want to see something right here, real quick. show. All right, so that's it right there. I mean, I like the black background. Everything seems to be show up better on it.
Oh yeah, the dark mode.
Yeah.
Yep,
So,
I have pretty much everything running in dark mode. I like the contrast.
yeah. Yeah. So, all right, now how the hell I get out of here?
Especially I'm on here late at night. I mean, all this before dark background. I mean, it just burn your eyeballs out.
Yeah. I don't know why I can't get it back to. Background.
So have you played with the
There we go.
countdown timers and all that kind of stuff yet? Because you can set all that stuff automatic.
Yeah. What I've been doing with it is let me see if I can pull it up. One way to find out, right?
Yeah.
Let me go over here.
I mean, I like having a countdown of my own music and stuff like that. So while I'm getting ready, if I tell somebody I'm coming on 11, it'd be nice if there's something going when they tune in.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though I'm monkeying with cameras and stuff, trying to get everything to work.
This has got all kinds of. Let me see if it loads it.
And I hate going live talking to myself the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then I can't. Then I start repeating myself. Don't know what I said on or off.
Yeah. Let me see here, and the whole idea. Like I said, I'm playing with it, but what I did is I added an intro into it.
Okay.
And it won't let me do it. Hold on a minute. Okay, so here, let me add this to the screen, and that's part of it right there.
Oh, that's part of your intro.
No, that's part of the video. I did a whole full video on there. Okay, let me take that out of there and let me see if I can get the intro on here. Still playing with buttons, and that's the whole video. Let me see this podcast.
Well, it's definitely got a lot of cool features to it.
Yes, it does. Let me see if I can turn it up. And I had music running before, so
it makes it fun. I mean, to be honest with you, StreamYard is getting kind of boring.
Oh yeah, I mean,
looky there.
Welcome to another edition of Tom's Real Food Podcast.
Fancy.
Yeah, I mean, and it's so easy to do. You know what I mean? And but here's one problem I did have with it, Grumpus, and I got to figure it out. I did have a like I tried to do a voiceover on it, okay, because I had my mic muted while it was playing, okay. I went through the whole thing and I was talking over, certain parts. I was cutting meat up and it made it go a little fast and stuff like that, and it didn't take it up. So what I did with it was I took that part of the video, all right, on here, and I took it over to OpenShot.
There you go.
And I got to them spots, and I put the voiceover on it, and it worked.
Yeah, but I don't think Evmux has editing in it.
No, but I got to tell you, the flow that goes with it. I mean, it's just like night and day, completely night and day. I was so happy. Marie says, "Finally." Finally, I don't hear son of a bitch.
No cussing.
Yeah, throwing stuff at the.
So when you save on your file with Evmux, what file format is it? Is it MP4?
Yeah, it's MP4, and what I do is I'm gonna now I have. I think I use 5 gigs or something like that.
Yeah, but MP4 goes straight into OpenShot.
Yeah,
you don't have to convert it, fool with it, or anything.
But also, I can take it from the recording, set everything up, download it, and then right to because it wants a destination.
Yeah.
And I send it right to YouTube.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth the money. It really is. I'm like happy with it. So.
Well, I mean, something like that. I mean, hobbies are just something to dump your money into,
Yeah.
and that's kind of what this is for me. And I usually justify it by saying if I learn something, then that's I would have to pay to go to community college to have somebody show me how to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I can invest a little bit of money on myself
And see
to
this.
make me feel better about how things look, I mean that's money well spent the way I look at it.
This all came down to like me and you telling me, well, we'll try this and go over here and try that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, my man, I missed you here.
Oh, I like options.
Indian Hemlock, what's up, brother? IH, my man. If you haven't checked this guy out, you got to check his channel out. He
That's a new
does.
one for me too.
He's Quint is a great guy. He does like hikes and stuff like that, but he cooks in out in the open. Okay, where he'll take a hike and he'll take a break and he'll cook. Not beanie weenies. He makes a full dinner.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, but he's a great guy, really good guy. We've been back friends for a long time too.
Oh yeah, he's out there in the snow cooking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, he's right up my alley. He's cooking varmints and
Yeah. He shot a squirrel.
yeah.
Cooked the squirrel up. That brings
I
me
mean
back to
that's kind of the way I am. I'll eat anything can't outrun me.
ain't faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Yeah, he's a good guy. Very good. Yeah, I mean, and
Not nothing but
he gets some
nope.
stuff sent to him, to try out, and little ovens and stuff like that. So really good, really really good. Yeah. So now on here, now I got a good idea of how this comes up, and like I said, next couple of weeks, whatever. I'm gonna do on the podcast and stuff like that, and so. MBL, thank you so much. That was funny. I got to tell you what, when you were on, I was drinking that tea, that oregano tea.
Yes.
I went in, I put the TV on, okay, because I had a video coming up.
Uh-huh.
I start my videos at midnight, okay.
Okay.
That's why I get people overseas, whatever. So on Sunday Dinner Chef, Grumpus, I was rubbing my eye, trying to stay awake. I couldn't.
Really?
Oh
I
man!
might have to give that a try.
And then today I made clove tea. Let me try it during the day in case I kick over.
Somebody will find you instead of trip over you.
Yeah, Marie will be here. I did that, and Marie says right away as soon as I do something, she'll Google something, make sure that I'm not. I'll look at this wise guy. DJ, how you doing, buddy? Hope you had a good Christmas. Anyway, I tried the clove tea, and I tell you what, it really calmed me down. But then Marie says, "You can't drink too much of that." And she
Grumpus
knows
said it to put you to sleep.
I said, Grumpus knocks his fish out with that. You got some chick behind you, buddy.
I know she's sneaking up on me.
That one night, I tell you what.
Oh, I tell you what, that caught me so off guard.
I said, I looked over, coming through the door. I want brisket.
I'm trying to figure out which neighbor is that and why did she let him in?
Yeah, coming through the wilderness here. Too funny, too funny. Yeah, but I mean that's playing with this stuff right here, and that gets my adrenaline going because I look how other things that I can do.
It keeps you from going to seed.
Yeah, exactly. Sit on a couch, my bones hurt and everything else like that.
Yeah. Just keeps your mind sharp. I mean, a lot of this computer stuff's like a big Rubik's cube. I know it all fit together. I just got to figure it out.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, in the beginning, when I first went on here, it was the ease of putting something up was good.
Yeah.
Now the reason why I can't put it up is another problem. But the studio mode that you click on, okay, then you can play with it.
You've come a long way in a couple of years.
Yeah, see that? And some guy said to me, "Stop dyeing your hair." I don't dye my hair, Slappy.
I've
But
been told that too.
you know, but you know what? It's intriguing to me, and like you would impress on me. Well, try this and do that. Check this guy out. Look at this. Look at that. And sometimes that's what I need. I need that little bit of that push to do it instead of just whining about it.
Well, I guess I don't like being comfortable.
Yeah, yeah.
Once I get it figured out, I'm ready to move on to the next shiny thing.
I had some lady ask me about that. She was just getting ready to start doing videos and stuff like that, cooking videos, and wanted some advice from me. I said, "You're barking up the wrong tree with me." You know what I mean? I said, "I poke and hope, and if it goes good, it's fine. There's no strategy behind it." I said, "But I do know one thing: if you're comfortable doing the same, putting it up, okay, and knowing how to edit that part, put that part out, take that part out, you're doing something wrong, or you're getting stale."
Yeah.
When you trip and fall over stuff, and me dropping the camera in the sink, I mean in the soup. I looked at Maria. You can't make this shit up.
Well, it's like the wild, wild west. There's no rules.
Yeah, exactly.
People keep trying to make rules, but there isn't any rules.
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying, what the hell? And then the woman came back and she says, "No, I understand, but different camera angles like that, you got to figure out yourself. That I have no,
Oh yeah.
I can't tell you what or how to do it. I'm no expert on it. I said, I still have trouble."
Everybody approaches it different.
Yeah, yeah.
I've generally got a good idea of the video in my head. I just need to do it. But moving cameras around and while I'm recording, I'm trying to keep the edit process in mind too.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? How am I going to edit this? And these transitions and stuff like that. But there's no rules. It's just my imagination and trying to make my imagination get out of my head onto the screen.
I did that one collaboration. I did seafood. Okay. And I cooked it outside. I mean, a whole bunch of seafood I did. And I shot, it had to be, I think it was almost like 20, maybe 20 minutes, 18 minutes, something like that. And I shot the whole freaking thing in slow motion.
Like a time lapse?
No, it's just slow motion.
Was you able to speed it up in your edit?
I had to.
Okay.
But when I got the recording, it was an hour and 45 minutes. It was the slow mo. Marie says, "Well, can't we do it again?" It was, we ate the food.
Yeah, there you go.
So
it's hard. It's hard to come back and redo that part because the sun's never in the same position, the lighting's never the same.
I looked at, Jesus, what are you doing? You know what I mean? But there it is, live and learn. And it's we're not experts at it. We're not getting $1 million for it, but at the same time,
I watch a guy. His name is Daniel Patel, and he's an ex-musician, I think.
Okay.
And his channel is all about content, how to make your content, how to increase your channel viewership and stuff like that. And he has a real good channel. You might want to check him out.
I've got him written down right here.
Daniel Patel with a B.
Oh, Battelle. Okay. I would have been, where the hell is this guy?
I mean, he's got long hair. He's an old ex rock and roller, and
yeah.
From what I understand, listening to him, I think he's been on tour before for a while, and he kind of grew out of that. But he's got a really good looking channel.
There's I was watching now. I was telling you before that we're doing this oregano and all this other stuff. So there is the mother and daughter that started out doing this stuff. They live in Virginia. They're doing homesteading. They have a farm. They have everything chickens and all that stuff. And they started doing all these different like tinctures and stuff like that with different herbs and all stuff.
Uh-huh.
And they got their license. They became herbalists. So they have a studio up there where they do everything together. And what attracted me to them, I mean, they a couple 100,000 subscribers they have, is the normalcy. Okay, it wasn't trying to act like somebody else or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It was just normal. So this brew that I made, that they made, is supposed to help you, with colds, and it's good for your gut and all that stuff. She said, the mother says, "Is it time? You know, to take the shot because they only do a little bit of it."
Uh-huh.
And the daughter says, "Yep, it's time for the woo woos." I said, "What the frig is this woo woo?" They're getting weird on me now.
Uh-huh.
They take the shot and they go woo. I mean, because it has hot peppers in it. It's got
Uh-huh.
all kinds of stuff in it. But if that's what drew me to them. All right, and I don't mind watching that kind of stuff because it piques my interest and
Yeah.
keeps going. You know what I'm saying? You can watch some channels and you can see it's just clickbait. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Just to get somebody to get that one view and find and don't care about it.
Yeah,
But
you
there's
sit there and watch the thing for 18 minutes and it doesn't even have the thumbnail in it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's 100%. That, and I also watch. I don't know why, but I watched guys building log cabins.
Okay.
Watch them do that. All hand tools and stuff like that. That kind of stuff I enjoy.
Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. You were talking earlier about Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
This Daniel Patel did a music video, his last video or two, about Christmas and Mariah Carey. So I might check him out because he had one guy that was just going nuts about him personally. So this guy had a channel and he's going on about, you're just a long-haired hippie, you'll never be a rock star and all this stuff like that. Well, a week or two later, Daniel comes out with a music video called "You'll Never Be a Rock Star."
I think I'm gonna like this guy.
It's a very, very good production.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna like this guy. That's funny. Then I watched, some habits die hard. Watched setting up for a band, and they, what the hell they call them guys?
Roadies?
No, not a roadie. It's a certain name. This guy just does drums.
Okay.
Well, he does the setup to tech. Yeah, how could I forget that one? Drum tech.
Okay.
And when they get there, before how he sets everything up, has everybody carries it out, how it's numbered in the truck, and all this stuff like that. It shows them going to the mess tent where they eat, and then they would turn around and also do. Here she is. Here she is.
There's Mona.
Mona, how you doing, kiddo? I appreciate it. And the drum, one of the drums collapsed or something like that, and showed how like that, him fixing it and all that kind of stuff. So,
well, I watch a lot of stuff on PC room setups and studio setups for broadcasting YouTubes and stuff like that. I get off on seeing what everybody else is trying. We all have the same issues and the same problems. To me, it's very interesting to see all the different ways people address a single problem and pick up a lot of good ideas that way.
Yeah, that's for sure. Hey, Mona, I got a video coming up, maybe a week or two, I think it is. I already have it put up. I can't really remember. I shouted you out in it for turning me on to Firesider. and I made a batch. I want to thank you. And you and Charlotte. Charlotte was the other one. I wrote down, I said, "What in the hell is that?" And then they both told me what it was. And the next day I was in the store. I was getting the kind of stuff. I'll be doing woo woo. That's who. Saying hello to one another. Okay, cool.
So I heard from Charlotte today. I didn't know she's in Georgia.
Oh, with your dad?
So I can't remember. Is that where her dad is? Is in
Yeah.
Georgia?
Yep.
Because she
Exactly.
said she wasn't getting a very good signal out in the woods where she was at. So I thought, okay, well,
Yeah.
she must be at her dad's.
I wonder if he whacked the pig yet.
I don't know.
That's funny stuff. Have you ever seen the Bearded Butchers?
Yes.
Okay, they had a good channel. They blew up big time.
Oh yeah, I watch them all the time. But you know what? I've noticed about the last couple of months, their content has almost turned into one big commercial on their seasonings.
Yeah, yeah, exactly right.
You know,
Exactly
I don't mind them having something and hawking it just a little bit.
right.
But it seems like their videos now it's like an infomercial.
Yeah,
And
and that's
I hate that because I really like their other stuff, the butchering and all that.
yeah. I mean, and for a while there, they were getting hammered for people about questioning them whether they were Amish or something to that nature. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And what does that have to do with anything? You know what I mean? That's
That doesn't make any difference at all.
right. You know, there was another guy that I followed, and I haven't seen him on for a while. It was matter of fact, him and his wife got divorced. Basically, what it was a big farm they had in Wyoming. It was called Our Wyoming Life, and would watch them. They're doing cattle. He was in broadcasting. He was like a DJ.
Okay.
Married the girl, and the girl's dad died, and had this big farm with the mom, and he went into it. So it was like watching this guy do stuff. He had a little calf kick him, okay, and he just like turned around and looked at the camera like, really, I don't need this. you know, he said I would go to work in the suit and tie. He said I don't need this. And then I didn't see him for a while, and then the next thing he has a separate channel from her now, so he got divorced and whatever. So,
Yeah.
but that's the kind of stuff I like. I like watching building stuff.
Yep.
I
Any
watch.
DIY stuff I'm pretty into.
Yeah, I'll watch the cooking stuff, but I'll watch street food. Okay, and more or less that way. I was on with Lance the other night, and them guys, and Lance was talking about he got hammered. Lance said he backed away a little bit from making stuff because some derogatory stuff that people were saying
Yeah.
about wearing gloves. I took issue with that because you spread more germs with gloves on than you do with anything with bare hands.
Well, and if I can back that up 100%, go to McDonald's or someplace like that, and the cashier's got gloves on, they're handling money, then they go over there and handle your food.
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying,
watch.
take them gloves off, just wash your hands every half hour.
Yeah, I mean, they got a wash station and they make a big deal about it in the
Yeah.
restaurant, and I've done it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when I deal with chicken, I put gloves on, but they're the throwaway gloves, not the latex gloves. Ever since the COVID thing,
Yes.
right? They went up from $3 a box to $16 a box.
And they didn't come back down either.
No, no. So I watched this. It is a cooking channel. I mean, I'm sorry. It's a guy in a restaurant and he puts a live up. I can't remember what it is right there. So they got this girl, okay, and she's working. She's going to town with the gloves on, the whole bit, and she's touching all this different foods and this and that. And then she went like this. Grumpus, she picked her hat up and scratched her head and went back down to work with gloves on. So it's a bull. And if you did it the right way, the way they wanted you to do it,
Yeah.
you would need a tractor trailer load of gloves out back.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I have gloves, and if I think of it, I'll put them on if I'm doing a video.
Yeah.
But I mean, I wash my hands, especially if I'm doing supper. I bet I wash my hands 10 times. Every
Yeah.
time I touch something, I'm washing my hands off again. And you don't do that with gloves.
No, you don't. You could, and then, well, it's just, and most people are allergic to latex.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you're in a restaurant scene and now you take them gloves off and your hands are now you're starting to get open sores.
Oh yeah, all red and chafed. Yeah.
almost looks like psoriasis on the hand. Okay, now for them to put a glove back on, okay, now they're in pain.
Yes.
Okay, so now whatever bacteria and stuff, I mean, it's just no. So I tell everybody, no, if it's mandatory, yeah, and I would wear my boss out with gloves. Give me another box because I got to
Yeah.
change.
Yeah.
I take the time out and stuff like that.
I
So I
hear
don't
now
know.
here at home, if I'm not doing a video, I'll put a glove on my seasoning bottle. And that way, whatever I'm working with, I can just grab that bottle and shake it and do what I need to. And when I'm done, I take that glove off
Right? Yeah.
of the bottle. Because that's basically what you're trying to do is keep from contaminating everything around you.
Exactly.
And
Exactly right.
but I don't know. You, Lance needs to not let those people get to him. He
Yeah.
can't make everybody happy.
No, you can't. And the funny thing about it is, Lance is one of the nicest guys I know.
Yeah.
Okay, on YouTube. And I said, why are you letting that bullshit bother you? No, don't do that. Don't worry about
Nah,
it.
nah.
So
If if they don't like you, then piss them off enough for them to give you a thumbs down, because that's still interaction.
that's right. You got some kind of view out of it.
Yeah. There
Uh,
you go.
I mean, I've had not a lot of negative responses and stuff like that, but a couple that I did, I would challenge them.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how do you know how to do that? Do you know how to do that? Why are you questioning me about it? And then immediately I go to their channel and say they got, no
Yeah.
subscribers and no videos.
I've
So I
I've
take
been I've been very fortunate. I haven't had a whole lot of negative feedback.
yeah,
But the negative feedback I have gotten is stuff that really, they don't like the music that I picked, or how come you let your fire go that high? It should be a different temperature. Stuff that really is subjective, really doesn't matter.
has no meaning. Yeah,
And I'm figuring, hey, as long as I can get them to leave a comment, that's
I'm happy with it.
it. I got pretty thick skin. I knew I had thick skin, or I wouldn't have gotten on YouTube.
Exactly. And you know what? There is channels out there that I think should have or be more ahead of the game than what they are, and I don't know why that is. You know what I mean? Putting stuff out. Um, especially cooking. Cooking and the barbecue stuff. I mean, there's a lot of good channels that are just way behind. I don't know why. I really don't know why.
Well, I don't either, because there's some good ones out there.
Yeah. Do you watch Al, right? Al, I think it's Weisselberg. I'm trying to think what it was.
That name doesn't ring a bell.
Eat More Vegans.
Oh, Eat More Vegans. Yeah. I watch his stuff.
He's got a new concept now. Have you seen it lately?
I knew he was going to change. He mentioned he was going to change, but I haven't been back to see.
That's the kind of stuff I like to watch.
I mean, he's doing a lot of on the road stuff, isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing documentaries, almost documentary style
Okay.
type of it. And so far, I've watched 2 or 3 of them that he done. Really good, really, really good. And I'm glad he's taken off because he's a
Well,
nice guy.
I think he's got like a whole production team or something.
Yeah.
He's invested a lot into that.
He stepped it up quite a bit. Red hair's gone.
Oh, that was hard to get past.
Yeah, exactly. Because I can't imagine.
I couldn't see his ribeye because all I could see was that red hair.
But no, he's got a good channel, and the way he talked about it, he explained everything about how he was going to change the
Uh-huh.
whole bit, and just the way he did it. I would appreciate if you went over and subscribed to this new channel, this and that. Okay, I went right over,
Yeah.
and that's the kind of stuff that I like to watch, and it was good. Let's see.
There's so many good ones out there. It's hard to stay on top of all of them.
Yeah, 100%.
I could make it a full-time job just trying to keep up with everybody I know.
And that's the other thing. People get mad at you because I must follow probably 14 or 1,500 people,
Oh yeah.
or even more. I've lost count. And I had one person telling me, "Well, I sort of got away from you because you haven't watched any of my stuff." Okay,
Well,
sorry about that.
My number one comeback to that is you should be making videos for new people,
You're right.
not your
Yeah.
friends.
See, that's why I like you, because that's exactly how I felt about it.
That's
About
how
the
I
same
feel
thing.
about it. I got enough friends know what I do. I'm trying to find new eyeballs.
And I told that same person. I said, well, hold on a minute. I said, let me put your name in, see if I can pull you up on any comment that you made on any of my videos.
Uh huh.
Didn't hear no more. So I mean, if you're gonna lose, fine. I'm good with it. Not a big deal.
Well, if you don't, if you're not getting a bad comment once in a while, you're really not into YouTube. You
Yeah.
haven't been initialized.
Panchuco, what's up, brother? Oh no, who's coming to arrest you? The YouTube police. That's it.
There's a
I'm
bunch of
falling.
them out there, a bunch of armchair videographers.
I'm, I'm falling behind the chat here. That's funny. That's
Yeah, that
funny.
that's hard to do when you're running by yourself. I forget to pull the comments up.
Yeah. Maybe we should hire a production team.
I've got a team in the other room, but she ain't interested.
The other one's out there writing stories and watching murder mysteries on TV. The other night she must have had something on from the 30s or 40 or
Uh huh.
whatever. What are you doing? You know, I said, modern TV, all the bells and whistles on it, and you're watching something you can watch on an old black and white. Get the hell
Oh
out of
yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
here. Too funny. Let me see here what I got. Yeah, so I do think this is going to work. I think you're going to like it. Um,
Yeah, I'm probably going to. I'll wait till after the first. Now, did you sign up for the year? Or you taking it by month?
by the month, just in case I didn't like it.
Yep, that's probably what I'm going to do. It costs a little bit more that way, but you're not
Um,
you're not saving that much by doing a year.
no, not really. I think it was $19 if you paid up front. It would come out to $19 a month if you paid up
Yeah,
front.
yeah. Yearly is 19 something, and by the month is what, 21?
25.
Is it 25? Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, there's no comparison. Really,
I'll
is
roll.
no.
I'll roll the $6 dice.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I went to. Do you have a Winco out in Texas?
No.
Okay. I went there. I told you. I went there and I got 98 cents a pound for pork. I tell you what, and it was Hormel.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it was a good cut. It was beautiful piece of meat. And that's what I did. I shot it yesterday, and then I did a little bit of not much on editing, and just the ease. I'm telling you, just the ease of putting it up. Very impressive.
Makes
Very
it more
impressive.
fun
Yeah.
when you're
So what
not
else?
when you're not stressing about it. That's what makes it fun.
What else, Charlotte, have to say? Anything?
No, I didn't talk to her.
Okay.
I had sent her a message through Instagram yesterday asking about because she's trying to get her watch hours up.
Yeah.
So I've been letting her take the live anytime she wants. I told her I would help her, so that it would be a full time job for her. But I hate taking the hours away from her if she wants them. So I'd left her a message if she wanted to run it last night, or should I just go ahead and take it? And I didn't hear back from her. Of course, the first thing I was thinking, well, she went to Florida to see her grandbaby. She may have picked up a bug, going out of town.
Yeah.
And then today she Instagrammed me back and said that no, she'd just seen the message.
Yeah.
But I hope her watch hours should be going up.
It was her birthday yesterday, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was her birthday yesterday.
Maybe that's why she's in Georgia.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was yesterday. Yeah, I think so. And then she, posted a picture of the new grandbaby, cute little guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She cracked me up. She said, and her and Mona. I said, "What are you talking about, Firesider?" You know what I mean? And when they were talking about what it does and this and that, so I immediately went to the person that said who it was, and then Grumpus. I'm telling you, like an explosion, boom, all these different videos of people making this fire cider. I just got a message from my neighbor.
No
I'm
kidding.
watching you. I'm watching your live right now, and you're talking about fire cider. You just sent me just now that you're going to make it. I make that all the time.
Well, maybe you need to do video on that.
I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's coming up in a week or I think a week or so or something
Oh,
like that.
okay. Okay.
I'm advanced. I make them, put them up, set them up on there, and just let it go like that. The podcast is really doing well. I mean, and the way I set it up, it's not like a normal podcast. I just on YouTube and YouTube radio, and so to get your revenue up, uh, and some of your watch hours and stuff, because if they click on it on YouTube Music, okay, it'll pop up as a video, or they can just listen to it.
Oh, okay.
So that stays in MP4. I don't have to jerk around with anything else. So now if you go to Spotify, all right, Spotify has their own rules. So that's audio only. Okay.
Okay.
Then what you got to do is you got to manipulate it, got to change things out. A lot of bullcrap. Charlie, Cooking Secrets for Men, he's doing fantastic also. In fact, he's going to start another series, another channel, same channel, different concept of going to different restaurants throughout Milwaukee and doing that kind of stuff. You know, interviewing the chef and have them cook stuff like that. So
Okay.
Charlie took off. He really did. So me and him we're gonna start something to do. We still might do it. Talking about he went to Italy and talk about Italian food and stuff like that and how it's made and all that kind of stuff. So and Kevin from Man Kitchen Recipes. He just started another channel about doing reviews on stuff. So him and his new girlfriend. So and he's picking up too. I mean, so it's there. You know, you got the right concept to going into stuff. You know, it works.
Right. Well, get those ideas are the hardest.
Yeah, yeah. Making them come true. I mean, think of something in your head. You know, what I wanted to try this or try that, and then to make it work. And that's the thing I don't do. I don't script anything. It'll fall where.
Well,
it
I
may
don't
fall.
either. It's obvious.
I never forget. I had a pork shoulder. I had a picnic. Okay, I put it up. Had the camera going. The whole. I put the knife in there, cut the plastic off. As soon as I did, whew, stink. It was bad.
Oh no.
Okay, I needed a video for that Wednesday because I like to keep on track with it. So I mean that thing threw that out. Okay, and then I had no ground beef, had nothing. I started grinding up meats and stuff like that and made a video out of that. And that one actually took off. So,
Well, I mean, I've done some stuff I put a lot of effort into and it just didn't go nowhere. And I've had some stuff just off the cuff at the last minute idea and throw a camera up thinking nobody's going to watch this. And those have done better
yeah, I mean,
than the stuff I tried hard on. And maybe that's the key. I'm just trying too hard.
yeah. And the other thing was what I wanted to do with this one here was to make the videos, okay, with the camera, edit them, and put them up on here and put them up, and show like almost like a tutorial how to do it.
Yes.
But I want to do one step more, okay? I want to do it and I want to goof up. I want to show what happens. What do you do when this happens? Or
Oh yeah. I've done a couple of those.
Yeah, and
The
I think
fire management video
yeah,
has been real popular, and that's where I showed them. Okay, here's what I do, and look what happens if this happens. And
right.
this is how you fix it. And yeah, it got a real good positive feedback.
and here where I live, I mean, it's I wish we were still, no, not really, but I mean, wish I had the opportunity back when I was in Florida because of the setup that I had.
Yes.
With everything there to do some videos on it, and I mean, I took pictures of food and all that stuff like that, but it didn't show the actual work behind it. What went on?
Well, I'm kind of a. I mean, I can follow orders, but I do a whole lot better if I know the end result, what we're trying to get to. And for a lot of videos I'll watch, they'll tell you what they're going to cook. They'll show you putting it on the grill. Next time they open the hood, it's finished. They're taking a bite, and you've watched 6 minutes. But the food looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
But getting from point A to point B? How did all that happen? So I generally take it to the extreme to where I could probably shorten up my videos if I took some of the detail out. But I think that's what's setting me apart. I'm showing people the step by step by step by step, and that's what I'm looking for. If I look something up on YouTube, I want somebody to give me the details. I know what it's supposed to look like when it's done, but how'd you get it there?
Yeah. I made you. I mean, you hit me between the eyes with that. NBL, thank you so much for coming in. Thanks for taking care of everything. Great supporter. Have a happy new year, and we'll see you again.
We'll see you.
NBL is a great supporter, great guy. You're the one that hit me between the eyes with that one. Okay, I'm saying I got to cut this out. I got to do this. I got to do it. I made a hollandaise sauce in 31 seconds. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
and I feel a little bit more relaxed with it. But thanks to you for turning around and saying, "Hey, no."
Well, tell your story. That's what I tell everybody. Tell your story. Some stories are short. Some of them take a little bit more time.
Yeah.
But if I've watched 45-minute videos before, and if you can keep my interest for 45 minutes, I don't mind watching it.
Yeah.
I don't sit down with my watch and watch the video and figure, okay, well, I'll give this video, 10 minutes. Well, maybe it's a good video and I want to watch it for 20 minutes.
Right. No,
So, tell your story.
You absolutely opened up my eyes, and I'm glad you did, because it's a little bit more relaxing. And I'm an audio guy.
I hear you.
If it's tinny sounding, which most of mine are because of the microphones that I had. Now this one I just did, okay, you're going to see in it the wire, because I went back to the lavalier mic connected to my camera.
Okay.
So if you see, look who we got
Well,
here.
look who showed up.
Yeah.
Her nose must have been itching because we was talking about her a minute ago.
You know what? Let me see. You want to come up, Granny, for a little bit? We're on a new platform here.
Well, Tom, my lavalier mic has a cord, but it plugs into a transmitter in my pocket.
See, but I can't.
So it's wireless, but it's still got a wire on the mic.
Yeah. But mine, I can't do the. I can't plug it into the camera itself.
See, I've got this Rode set up.
Okay.
And this goes straight in. This is the receiver.
Right.
So it plugs in to the camera.
Mm-hmm.
And then my lavalier mic has a transmitter. I just hook it on my belt or put it in my pocket or something. So it's got just a small little wire on it. But this thing has no lag. It is great.
Right, that's all right. No problem, Charlotte. We're on Evmux, so
Charlotte, are you still in Georgia? Oh, there's Simon. Look at there.
Mr. Simon, what's up, brother? So on mine, okay. So now I got in the bag. I got this one has a connector on it, okay.
Okay.
Because it's stripped inside, and I can't take it out.
Okay.
For some odd reason, okay. So this one, I can't even change the battery. This is the oldest one that I have. This one takes the most clear pictures of them all. And then I'm going to show you on this. Then I got two more of the same cameras. Okay, these little guys.
Okay.
All right. So on this is the newest one, and this one has all the bells and whistles with it also, but it still has that USB-C. Okay, and let me see if
I
we got
got
it in
you.
there. So I can't find
Hold
an
that up again.
adapter. Let me move my finger out of the way.
Is that USB-C or USB Mini? Oh, that's a C. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, I got you.
USB. I can't find a wireless mic that will fit in here. So Akaso has another camera identical to this. You would think it's the same thing, and that has a 4 foot microphone, 4 foot cord on it, and
Okay.
that's what I've been using. I haven't been using it, but they also have uh, it'll plug into here, and it's a mic that comes out and bends around, but that's tinny at best. So most of the videos I do on the Sunday Dinner Chef, I voice over. So let's see here.
Yeah, we like pissed off women on the show.
Yeah,
I'm just glad I wasn't the one to do it.
yeah, exactly. Uh, Too funny.
Well, Charlotte, somebody was telling me just not too long ago that yesterday was your birthday. Is that true?
Grumpus, don't go there. Don't ask her. That's almost like me saying knitting. Charlotte, I got a little story I got to tell you. Since you told me about Mona told me about that fire cider. Okay, I went online with the people you told me about, and I found a few other people, and I made it. So it's sitting up in the cabinet right now. I'm waiting for 30 days. But I also found 2 nights in a row. I've been having trouble sleeping. Get up 2 or 3 times a night. Oregano. All right. I'm making oregano tea. The other night, me and Marie did it for the first time. We were looking at each other, started yawning. I mean, it was too funny. Too funny. So we're going to do a whole bunch of stuff on herbs and stuff like that. I know nothing about it, but I think it's a good way
Okay,
rather
so
than
it is fire cider
fire
like
cider.
like apple cider?
Yep.
Fire cider. See, I thought
Mhm.
you were saying it with a D for
No.
like sitting around a fireplace.
Uh-uh.
Okay, cider. I got you. I got you.
And it's made with apple cider vinegar with the mother in it.
Okay. Okay.
So and then everybody makes it a little different, but the concept is hot peppers, some sort of hot pepper, uh, store anise. Okay, um, you can put I'm going blank here. Garlic. All right. A whole array of different. I put a couple slices of orange in it, lemon,
Okay.
lime, uh, cinnamon sticks. I put oregano in it. I like a lot of oregano, but this you can put just about anything else in it like that. And it's supposed to take the heebie-jeebies away from you. You know?
So you just simmer it like a tea?
No, just pour it in, let it sit for 30 days, drain it. Okay, and then my neighbor said she takes all the residual stuff and freeze dries it.
So do
Okay,
you put it in like a mason jar in the refrigerator, or you leave it on the counter? What do you do?
you can leave it out on the counter, but I tell you what, you drink it like it's a shot. I told Marie, oh no, it's good, Charlotte. It really is good. You can if you put honey. I don't put honey in it. Put a little bit of lemon or lime in it. I tell you what, slept like a baby. Slept through the night. I mean, I got up. I stood in the toilet for about 40 minutes, but other than that, no, it was really good, really really good. So yeah, I mean, what the hell? I I look at it this way. Today I drank clove tea, and all I can picture every time I took a drink, I seen your face. I told Marie, I'm like this. I'm in a koi pond. He's going to put my lights out.
Uh,
And it was soothing. It really was. And it's really good for diabetics. So that's the gist of it. I get, and it's been around for millions of years. I don't know. I don't know. Sure beats a Pepsi diet Pepsi. I think.
I think anything beats a Diet Pepsi.
Unbelievable.
I've never been
Unbelievable.
able to drink Pepsi, diet or not.
Yeah, I don't. That was one thing from, and just before, I would say in Florida, when I was in Florida, I was drinking a lot of soda, a lot of Pepsi, Coke, whatever.
Yeah.
It didn't matter, but I was drinking a ton of it, and I was getting worse and worse and worse with it until I finally said, you know what, I don't need this. So
Well, there was a time I'd probably have 3 cans a day, and now I'm having maybe 1 can Coke every 2 to 3 days.
if somebody told me, well, I was watching this one guy, and they were talking about sugar, killing, getting away from sugar and all that stuff. The whole thing. So eating a tablespoon of honey is equal to 10 I'm sorry, not a tablespoon, a teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of honey is equal to 10 teaspoons of sugar. And
Wow.
people went crazy. That's nuts. Blah, 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 blah. He said, and as they're talking to you about it, they open up a Coke, which has the equivalents of 17 tablespoons or teaspoons of sugar. So, unbelievable. Oh you're still in Georgia. Okay. Okay. Yeah, nothing like that peaceful. Peace and quiet. Is it cold?
And I say I probably couldn't sleep that well in the woods. It'd probably take me a week to get into it. Because where I live, I'm just a few miles from Houston Intercontinental Airport.
Okay. Yeah.
So the planes constantly going overhead. And I mean to the point to where I don't even notice them. People will come over and we'll be sitting out on the deck, and man, they'll look up like that, and it catches me off guard because the planes startle them, and I don't even notice them. But on a foggy morning when there's no planes, that silence will wake me up every time.
Really? Huh. I mean, here, let me put it this way. Every other day, garbage trucks come through, and there's another complex, another, like a wall, and then another complex. Okay, and their dumpster's right there by the wall.
Yeah.
So the dumpster up the road from us a little bit, that goes, and then this dumpster over here. So that's 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. That usually wakes me up. Not with oregano. Not with oregano. Panchoco.
So,
I don't think there's any sugar in bourbon. Okay.
well,
Now don't.
it depends on who made the simple syrup for the old fashioned.
Yeah. Don't quote me on that, but I would swear to it.
What's the natural sugars in the oak barrels, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And you know what the funny part about it is? I tell my doctor, she just shakes her head. I said, let me ask you a question. I said, now you got me want me to eat this and do that. I said, raise my blood sugar. Why is it that when I either drink wine, I drink a dry wine, or if I drink scotch, my blood sugar goes down? Why is that? She couldn't answer. She had no clue. Had storms yesterday. Wow. Man, what's going on with all these storms? I mean, that's
You
completely
know what?
crazy.
I talked to my niece, or my niece posted pictures on Facebook today, and there tornadoes was all around her. I mean,
Oof,
within half a mile, and I think it took the backside off of their church.
really?
And then I tuned into the news. They had like 8 or 9 tornadoes all over Houston. I mean, Katy got hit, Webster got hit,
I,
uh,
I
north of me got hit.
seen that on the news.
Yeah.
Katy and then surrounding areas got banged with it. And I talked to my sister-in-law the other day. She they've been living in Tom's River, right by the beach and stuff there, but the cold weather now they're supposed to be getting another bang with snow and stuff. I don't know. It's coming here. It's
Yeah.
been it's been kind of quirky here, but they're talking about some kind of I don't know what they're saying. Some kind of crazy weather front coming through to where the mountains are going to get blasted with um, record breaking. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Well, I used to go to Comdex in Vegas every year, which was in November, and there was many mornings it was it was frosty.
Oh yeah. It reminded me of when I lived in Houston, but I mean, they said, "Well, it's going to snow. It's going to snow out in Henderson a whole bit."
Yeah.
So I told Marie we're standing by the window looking,
Yeah.
nothing. But all around us got like maybe like a half an inch or something like that.
Yeah.
I got called one time from at work in Houston, and they told me no work today because of stay home because the roads are real bad.
Yeah.
I opened up the curtain. It must have had ice or whatever.
Yeah.
And then another time, they called and said that they're don't come into work until after they get it, get it dusted or whatever. But, spread some dirt down on the roads and stuff. I went in to take a shower. Grumps had no water. What the hell? I go outside, look in the garage where the hot water heater was and everything. Okay, nothing. I go outside, and there was my pipe because it's only a couple inches in the ground. There's
Yeah.
no depth for frost, and the pipe was up in the air, and it was just water just gushing out, and my whole driveway, everything was. So I had to get the guys in there to take care of it.
This was in Katy.
Yeah, Katie. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I tell people around here all the time. I said we only bury the pipes just to keep tripping on them.
Yeah.
There is no frost line.
Yeah. Unbelievable. And they come out, they took care of it right away and stuff like that. But wow, I said, why don't you just?
I went through the same thing when I first moved to Houston back in '78. We had one day that it snowed, maybe a quarter of an inch. And I was running delivery trucks at the time, and all them drivers, oh, please don't make us go out on the road. We need to go home. School's closed. I mean, it was gone by 8 o'clock.
Exactly.
And I told them, I said, I've seen frost heavier than this.
I told my boss, I said, I have to leave my house at 5:30 in the morning to be to work at 8, right? To go, I don't know, 20 miles, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay? I said, matter of fact, we go so slow, I can watch an ugly woman get pretty, putting her makeup on, right next to me.
That's true.
I said, nobody's going to slide and bang into one another. That's just from the exhaust will melt the snow or the ice. I mean,
Sitting there in the fast lane, stop and go, putting on their makeup. Yep, I've seen that.
I remember the guys in the U totem would be out. They had the cooler out at the street level. Okay, traffic on Westheimer. Traffic stopped dead. Okay, and guy coming out with cold beer, tall boys that were selling. Crack one before I go home. Everybody waving at one another. No good old days. Yeah, to see that kind of damage like that. Yeah, there you go.
So I hope he's going to harvest those trees that fell down.
Hey, Charlotte, how's the pig? We have the tap water. I don't like here. I can't. So calciumed up. So we get water. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But here on the complex, they have a machine that actually filters the water, and for a quarter, you get a gallon of water.
Oh, okay.
So I call Marie Gunga Din because she goes up with a little basket and gets the water. She get 4 gallons, whatever. But I had no quarters, and it killed me to have to go to the store and pay $5.99 for 24 bottles of water. You know what I mean? Just Jesus, too funny. Yeah, I think we're going to get hit with some good weather out here this year. I think
It's
just
been
too
so
crazy.
rainy around here the last month that I'm really dreading February because that's usually our rainiest month is February.
Yeah. Well, you actually in your area was actually like the way it is here. We get maybe 60 days of really cold weather,
Yeah.
and then it's like a light switch. Boom! It'll go from 40s, 30s at night, freezing,
Oh
whatever.
yeah.
Okay, and the next day, boom, 70, and then.
If we're lucky, we'll get 3 4 days of spring.
Exactly.
We'll jump a whole season in a week.
I don't know. So this thing here also has has different features on it that I probably will never use. But let's see what this is.
Lost audio.
How about now?
You got it back.
All right. Or you can get into the stupid stuff.
Oh yeah. I've got that stuff built in on my mixer, but I can't figure out how to get it out on the stream.
uh,
I mean, you don't hear this now, do you?
yeah,
Is that coming across?
yeah,
Okay, well, I didn't think it was coming out.
yeah. You get the same as I got.
Okay,
Yeah, the drum beat, the whole bit.
okay.
So yeah, I mean it's pretty cool. Oh, you get somebody
Hold
sneak
on
up
now.
behind. There he
All
is,
these damn commercials.
Dr. Grundy, right there. Let me see where I'm at here on
That's the one bad thing about having these backgrounds that run. Well, this one here says it's 3 hours and 45 minutes, but they keep throwing the ads in there, and you never know when they're coming.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think this is going to work out pretty good.
I like the looks of it.
I'm still going to dabble with it a little bit as far as be able to bring stuff up. So what I have been doing with OBS, because I would record on OBS like I said, and then the camera I have is XTU. They're in China. They're all made in China. It's a like an action camera. It's a poor man's GoPro. Let's put it that way. And since these cameras came out, um, the GoPro took a big hit with money wise. Let's see. She said the pig is great. He's got a new pen. We continue because he was. Oh no. Yeah, tell Dad watch that. We break an ankle. Walking through them ruts. Weighs about 3. You know what I would do, Charlotte? I would start a fire by him. Just getting me idea what's coming. Or I would change his name to
Let it
Medium Rare.
let him jump around with 3 legs. You don't want to eat a good pig like that all at once.
Yeah, Grumpus.
Yeah, we're just kind of mellowing tonight.
Yeah. uh, let's see, Quint. I'm just now, and I
Yeah,
thought I
that's
was
right, Quinn.
because I saw magical pink mushrooms.
We just chilling.
Yeah. So how you doing, Grumpus? Oh, I'm doing good. That's funny stuff. Funny stuff. So now let's get into the nitty gritty here.
Uh-oh. No, I haven't.
Oh, I didn't even. No, I wouldn't go in there. I wouldn't go in there. I wouldn't go in there. So you said you were looking at it. You had a brisket in the freezer that you were looking at, and or whatever. Are you gonna cook something? You're gonna put a little camera?
Oh, no, I've got I had in fact, I found 3 2-bone
Ribs.
beef roast, 2 rib roast. So I set it out. Hopefully, I'll have it thawed out by Wednesday. So
Okay.
that's the plan. Is prime rib, mashed potatoes, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Wife don't want to go out. I wanted to take her out, Christmas or New Year's Eve, but she didn't want to leave the house.
I
So
don't blame her.
I may pick up some mushrooms and do some mushroom caps and make a nice dinner for us.
Yeah. Yeah. My grandson's working. New Year's Day morning. He goes into work at 3 o'clock in the morning. So, and then I pick him up 11:30, 12, whatever.
Okay.
And my daughter's off and stuff. And I already said, no, we're gonna just chill at home.
Yeah.
I mean, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play a little bit. I mean, get the same stuff. I told you that I went to this Winco.
Yeah.
And I got 1620 shrimp. 5 pounds, $24, $23.99. And I'll do some shrimp and I got some New York strips that I cut up.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that a little bit. Sit back, maybe have a little wine. We might even come on live. I don't know. We might even.
Well, I knew I had this roast in the freezer, so I got to digging around. And I found 2 more, so I had 3 of them in there. I put in the freezer 2019. So I think they've been aging in the freezer.
when I come home with stuff, Marie just shivers. Like, we don't have any more room in the freezer. Well,
My
we gotta take
wife
stuff
does the
out.
same thing.
Relax. We'll find room for it. You know what I mean? Jesus, take a break. You got to get when the getting's good because, like I said,
You'd be po, but I ain't gonna starve.
yeah, $357 for a ribeye, a whole ribeye.
Ridiculous. That's
I ain't paying
absolutely
that.
ridiculous.
$97 for
I'd be ashamed to tell somebody I paid that much for a piece of meat.
yeah. But like we talked about last night, people keep paying it, and that's why they keep doing it.
Exactly. I mean, who's the fool? The one asking for it or the one paying it?
Exactly, 100%. Boy, I couldn't speak better words than that. The sad part about it is that looking at it now, they sell these half filet mignons, the butt ends of it. Okay, the half of it right there, that was $79. You know what I mean? So to trim it up, that little bit, I think it was like 3 pounds maybe. So
Yeah.
because the whole Pismo is maybe 5-6 pounds the most. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So trim that one up to get 2, maybe 3 small ones out of it for $70.
No.
Nah.
I couldn't enjoy eating it, knowing I spent that much money on it.
$3.75 for a 13-pound boneless rib. Yep. That's what this was. This was a boneless rib. Boneless ribeye. Yeah. So a lot of money. I mean, I used to pay that for 4 of them in a box, and what they called 109s. They were already put in the sock and ready to go. I didn't have to do nothing to it, but I would take them out, take the fat cap, pull it back, season it, put it back on, and put the sock back on it again.
So Quentin, that was $29 a pound.
He said 325.
370. Oh, 325.
That's still. I mean,
That's still.
yep. And it's going up more and more.
Well, I mean, they had them on sale. I didn't even see what regular price was. They had choice on sale here for $18 a pound.
Yeah.
And I think the select, was around $12 a pound.
We have
Even that's too much.
we have Smiths out here now. Smiths with the card. Okay, with 7 bone, with the card and some other kind of perks that I had with
Yeah.
them. I could have gotten one for $129. Marie said, just buy it anyway. I said, I cooked so many prime ribs over the years. I don't want it. You know what I mean? That's,
I don't think I've had prime rib since maybe Christmas last year. I mean, I'd rather have the steak.
yeah. And a lot of people go, well, see, what we used to do is, I mean, whatever we had left, I used to do between 8 and 10 a night.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we would go not bone to bone. I would get 14 to 15 cuts out of it
Yeah.
because one end of it, one end has a bone, the other end doesn't. So how you would cut it up,
Yeah.
and back in the day, everybody and their brother would call for end cut, and I wouldn't do it. I mean, because I'm going to wind up cutting everything up, opening up another one. No, I said no, I'm not going to do it. So
Yeah.
really,
I
it's
mean,
crazy.
if we do ribeye steaks, if there's any leftovers, I end up slicing it up and either doing a stir fry or throwing it in a baked potato.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Now, if I do a roast, then we'll have sandwiches and take them to work
yeah, exactly.
because I like a thin slice on my sandwich.
Now we would take the leftovers for the next day. See, because we would cook it at 260 and hold it at 165 in the Altishan. So the next day I would take them and take the
Yeah.
bone off. I would use the bones for I would actually run them on a band, so I cut them down to little smaller beef bones. But then I would take that prime rib and I would slice it thinner, okay, and then I would make a rib steak for lunch for them. Charlene, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a long time. How you been? I hope everything's okay.
So when you did your prime rib at the restaurant, what'd you pull it at? What'd you pull it to serve it at?
I would cook it. It'd be 165. It was rare, okay. And then what I would do is once I sliced it, take it out because we had the fat cap on it. We fold the fat cap up, slice it, okay, and it would go one bone, and then I'd have the king and the queen cut is what we did.
Yeah.
But it was one it was 130, 128, 130 all the way through.
Yeah. Yeah. That's generally what I do.
Yeah, it was rare, rare to medium.
I usually cut the bones off and then tie them back on.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I'll pull it at about 115 to 120, usually around 115, and that way I'm serving it, in the 120 range.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it was no brainer because they all cooked the same. You know what I mean? We had them in the Altasham, and they all came out the same way. Anybody wanted it well done, I would just drop it into au jus, a big pot of au jus. We had it on the steam table. So
I bet that did turn out good, Quint.
yeah, he had a picture up on it. It really did look good. And the idea to cook it, hell yeah. I'm just saying that I did it all them years, and I just some things you just stay away from. You know what I mean?
I mean, I like it, but just for me and Vicky, I'm not going to buy a big roast like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Michelle,
mean,
how you
I
doing?
laid that two bone out, and we'll probably get 3 meals out of that, maybe
Exactly.
4.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, Tom, don't you have a meat slicer at home?
Yes, I do.
What kind do you have? Because I've been looking at one.
I got a small one, and matter of fact, it was sent to me to try it out. It's okay. I mean, it's a house. I can't remember the name of it now. I think it starts with an A. Um,
Okay. Yeah, I keep thinking I want to get one, but I talk myself out of it because I don't know about you, but I really enjoy using a good sharp knife.
yeah, without a doubt.
That's fun to me. But so many times I thought, man, I wished I had a meat slicer. I could really shave this stuff down.
Hmm. We
Is it
Panchico.
worth the trouble with the cleanup?
No, no, it's not. I mean, as far as I'm concerned,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Now, what I'll do is the best way to do it is with I'll take a say a tri-tip.
Okay.
Okay, so you got to it goes different ways and stuff like that. So I'll take the parts where the grain runs the opposite way. I'll cut that,
Okay.
right, and then I'll make uh, sandwiches with them on the slicer. I'll slice them super super thin,
Yeah. Yeah.
like that on there. But now if I want to take on the video I did today, I broke up that Boston butt. I like to make it colder, almost semi frozen. because in the butcher it's cold. It's
Yes.
40, maybe 38, 39 degrees, 36 degrees in there. So the meat is cold to work with. You don't have all that stringy fat and stuff. Okay, so I had a hard time getting through this pork butt today. But uh, normally what I'll do is I'll take that beef and I'll get it nice and cold, and then I'll slice it up real good. It doesn't break apart as bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, but I'm a more of a slicer guy, with the knife
Yeah. I
than
enjoy
that
it.
thing.
I enjoy the knives.
Yeah. Panchuco, I seen Papa Joe's today with that. I'm not a big fan of it, honestly, especially the environment that I came out of. All right, uh, just aging that in that package like that. I don't. It needs to be. I like to have it washed because you don't know what kind of bacteria or anything like that will be on there. So, but it looked like it came out really good, and CJ does a nice job anyway. So he did a brisket, and I tell you, he's to me he's the home run hitter right now so far that I've seen.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
With him, with trimming it up, it's like just like riding a bike for him.
Well, he was a reserve grand champion
Yeah,
at the rodeo 2 years ago.
yeah, he's a great guy. He, me and him go back and forth, and we banter back and forth and stuff. But there again, I mean, taking a whole prime rib and stuff like that, it's challenging to do it at home. It
Yeah.
really is, because in a commercial setting, like I said, we used to do them in the oven. I would put them in the ovens, and I started buying these Altashams. It's a big crock pot, basically what it is, and it had the doors on it, and you set the timers, and we would cook them overnight. Okay, same thing with ribs. I'd hang the ribs in the next box I had. All right, and also I would do half spring chickens in another box. That one only did chickens in it. This one did the ribs. The other one and the other two were actually for the prime rib. And then we had our other steaks, New York strips and stuff like that, fillets. But our big thing was seafood, lobster. I mean, we used to do 20 pounds of shrimp a night. That's when you got them in a block. Okay,
Yeah.
I had my poor kid working for me. Just like you see the tears coming out of his eyes, cleaning shrimp.
I can't imagine.
Oh, Jesus.
I buy a pound for here at home when I'm trying to get. Half the time I cheat and just buy them already cleaned or
Yeah,
deveined and cut.
yeah, exactly. But I mean, that's the way it was done. And then we do clams. We would do clams, oysters, mussels, all different stuff. That we did, and it was a busy. We sat. I could fit in there 370 in the place. Okay, and we would just basically on the weekends and stuff. We would max out, and then we're open 7 days a week, and that was.
Quentin, what kind of temperature are you looking for holding oven? Because I have taken brisket off the pit before and wrapped it up and put it in my oven. I think the lowest it'd go is 175. But a lot of times I'll pull it just a little bit early and then throw it in the oven at 175 overnight. And they usually come out pretty good.
Yeah, I mean,
140, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, my oven won't go that low.
Have you checked it?
Lowest my oven to go is 175.
On warm, really? Wow.
But like I said, if I know I'm going to do that ahead of time, I'll pull the brisket off, 180, 185, and I'll throw it in the oven overnight and let it come on up. Generally, get it come on up to around 2 something.
Now, see, I have the smoker outside, uh, and I can hold in that also.
Right. There has been times I've just let the firebox die down and just leave it out there because it takes a long time for that thing to cool off.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Double door Vevor.
Vivor, yeah, that's Vivor is. They sent me something out, and I never heard back from them again. If I would be interested in becoming, spokesman for them and this and that, and they would send me some stuff out. And the first thing they were going to send out to me was, I think, spoons or something like that. I said, I'm not going to do that for you. Spoons. No. I'll have to send them to Patrick, for crying out loud. But yeah, I mean, but they got some good stuff. They got some really good equipment.
I got a whole box of stuff in the other room that people have sent me in. It's stuff that I told them that I probably wouldn't even use, but
Yeah,
they sent it anyway.
yeah, yeah.
And I'm not going to put it on my channel and make it look like it's something I use all the time.
Right, and that's.
I don't want to be beholden to nobody for a set of tongs and some mitts.
I had my tongs break on me. The spring, the metal in there broke. Okay, so Marie says, "Well, why don't you just buy another one?" I said, "Because I like these.
Yeah.
I had them for years." So just a quick hunch. I went on Amazon and I typed in spring replacement for Winco um, tongs. Boom,
Yeah.
popped right up. I couldn't believe it.
It's funny. It's funny how we'll get hooked just the feel of something.
Yeah.
I've got some old tongs. They're probably 20 years old, and the new ones just don't feel the same.
I mean,
They're either too thin,
yeah.
or the edges aren't just the way I like them.
I got, yeah. I mean, they sent it out. I think it was $3 and change. Okay, pinched them together with a pair of pliers. Boom, right in they went, and back in business again. So that's the kind of stuff. And after I left the restaurant business, okay, I got rid of knives. I got rid of a lot of stuff just carrying it around. I mean, I had pots. Me and you could sit in a pot and take a bath together. That's these big freaking pots I had, and I gave them away to people, in other restaurants that I went. One guy just opened up. He had a bar the whole bit, and I used to go in there all the time. And he was talking. He's trying to order pots, and he can't get the right size. Well, what size you need? Oh, I need 80 quart and this and that, blah blah. I'll be back.
I know
Ran
a
home.
guy.
Yeah, ran home. How about this? Really? How much? Don't worry about it. I drink scotch.
There you go.
So so yeah. I mean, I got dumped a lot of stuff, and then Marie would just stare at me. Okay, what are you doing? Grumpus, I had a pan that I used to make pizzas in, okay,
Okay.
for years. This thing was so seasoned. Remember on the Christmas vacation we went down with the saucer?
Yes.
Okay. That pan was so seasoned, okay. I mean, nothing stuck to it. I defy anybody to put anything on to stick on it. I get rid of that, you know. And it's just then you think back about it, but there again, it's just stuff.
It
Um,
is just stuff, and I got way too much stuff.
and you turn around and talk to people about. I got a guy hawking me now about buying knives, a set of knives. I got a set of knives.
I
Yeah,
got more knives than I'd ever be able to use, Tom.
yeah.
But I find one that I like and I buy it anyway. And I'm thinking, when am I get it home? I say, where am I going to put it, and when am I going to use it? Because I like these three over here.
I got one. I got to show you one time. Carving knife from the restaurant. Okay,
Uh huh.
so I'm carving. Uh, what the hell's I had a ham? I'm carving a ham. Okay, and I'm just taking it down nice and easy with it. Okay, and behind on the carving station there was a wire plugged into the light, the heat light, whatever, and
You hit that wire?
the tip, the round part of it, right through. So I actually had to take it onto the grinder and grind it away because it had a big nick in it.
Reshape it?
Yeah, I still have that. That's the kind of stuff that I keep. I got
Well,
a
I've got
cleaver.
I've got a knife. It's not the chef knife. It's the oh gosh, what the hell they call it? It straight across the top, then it dips down.
Okay, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about. I can't think of the
yeah,
name of
sure
it.
do.
Anyway, I had a Wolfstoff. I really, really liked it. Tom, I sharpened that knife so many times it had a reverse curve on it. It looked like a hook bill. So I shopped around and shopped around, and I found I found another one. It wasn't a Woolstoff, but I found another one forged to replace this Woolstoff. Well, after I did that, then I took the Woolstoff out to the shop and used a sand. I got a sanding belt with a disc on the side.
Okay.
And I used that disc and reshaped the damn thing,
Okay.
sharpened it back up on the sanding belt, and I'm still using that. But, I felt like I needed to buy something to replace it in case I messed it up. So I've got one now that has the little dimples on the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Half the dimples are gone.
I got a boning knife, a curved boning knife, and this is ultra thin. Okay.
Yes.
That I've had from day one. Okay. Uh, the tip is gone. I mean, if you watch that,
Yeah.
you'd stab your eye out. You wouldn't hurt yourself, believe me. But it's razor sharp. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Up to that point. Uh, yeah. I mean, I have a couple. I have what they call an old hickory. I don't know if you ever heard of old.
I know Old Hickory.
Okay. I should have bought the set. Guy was down on his luck, the whole bit, and I
Got the
should have bought
wooden
the.
handle and the the rusty metal blade.
Yeah, I got to oil it. I mean, even out here in the dry, I got to keep it
Oh
oiled,
yeah.
the whole bit. That's I use that for cutting my spaghetti squash.
Okay.
Okay, that's the only thing that'll go through them
I just
friggin'
like the
things.
looks of them.
Yeah, I mean, it had the cleaver, the whole bit. So I
Yeah.
just got the one knife, and then I just seen it the other day. It just popped up on uh, Amazon. You can buy the whole set. I don't know, a couple $100, whatever it was.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
good knife. Keeps the edge. Uh,
Barbecue Pit Boys made them famous again.
yeah, exactly. Matter of fact, when I was in North Carolina, I seen it in the hardware store for sale.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean the cleaver, the whole. I got a cleaver probably early 1900s, maybe might even 1800s that we had. My grandmother had. And I had it up in the restaurant because I,
Yeah.
I used to break some meats down and stuff like that, and use that thing. That is, Marie says, "Holy crap, you can't even lift that thing up." So
Yeah. I got two cleavers and I forget I have them. I end up hacking a regular knife through the stuff before I remember. Oh shoot! Why didn't I use the cleaver?
yeah, exactly. And then I have listen to this. This is going to sound nuts. So after I get rid of all my knives, and then I started back into cooking again. Matter of fact, I was going to go back into the business, and I said, you know what, I had enough. Money wasn't there anymore. So, like I said, get rid of a lot of stuff. Then I, was accumulating barbecue pits. I was, gas grills and converting them.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I had took one and I made it into a deep fryer. And I'm, doing that kind. Marie would cry every time I come home with the golf cart with a towing another pit.
And my wife would say, "What are you going to do with that?" And I said, "Well, make something out of it."
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Too funny. But yeah, you get the bug back again. And my mother-in-law, she turns around and sends me. I don't know if Pit Boys are still around.
I thought they were. I mean, it's been a while since I've checked out their channel, but I thought they were still around.
My mother-in-law bought me a set of Ron Popeil knives.
Okay,
It's on TV. Okay,
it's like a
whatever.
30-piece set for 1995.
Yeah, and you get your hairspray with it if you want. A couple of them knives ain't bad.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Marie has the serrated edge knife that she uses. The serrating is almost gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
On
and
it
those are
from
hard to
using.
sharpen.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean she uses all that stuff, and I tell her, do not touch my knives. Do not. You know. So
That's kind of an unwritten rule around here.
yeah, I mean,
Because I got some that do need to be oiled. Every time I use them, I clean them and have to oil them. But I like a heavy knife. I like a forged, heavy knife. Now my wife will use a paring knife. It doesn't matter if she's cutting the cake, cutting a wiener. It doesn't. She grab that little what is it, like a 4-inch paring knife,
right.
and I'll hear her in there just carrying on. And I can't get this knife to go through. I go in there. She got that little bitty thing, and I I just shake my head. I say, you got all these knives over here, and that's the
Yeah.
only one you'll ever grab.
I have a couple of my dad's paring knives. Now he was a maniac. Okay, he had a knife. I don't know where the hell it is. I don't know if one of my brothers had it or whatever. He had a knife. The wood cracked on it.
Okay.
Right? He's a carpenter. Okay, you know he put a new handle on that.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
I mean, and just the way it was done. Don't touch that. Okay, I as a kid, my mom took that knife and put it in the sink to wash it. They used to have the wash tub in the thing.
Yeah,
He went freaking nuts.
that's what happened to the first handle.
Exactly. Holy crap! What are you doing?
Do you watch Forged in Fire on TV?
I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah,
I get a kick out of watching that one.
yeah, yeah.
That's another
They,
one. That's another one of them hobbies I want to try. Like I
my
don't have enough
my dad would take his what do you
files.
call it? Files, okay, and he had a knife made. They had a machine shop guy, and he struck that thing down. He made a beautiful knife out of it.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good steel.
Yeah, big stupid carving knife that he would fight with the turkey, to get out. Yeah, I mean back then, I mean the quality was there. Some of the stuff that they sell now to get good money for it's garbage.
Oh, absolutely.
It really is garbage. But
And a lot of it's not cheap.
no. There's a couple places around here. Being that I'm not working anymore, or they'll let me in one time into this place. Damn it, I can't remember the name of it. But you got to be in the business in order to get into it. They'll give you a free pass.
Okay,
So
okay. It's like a restaurant supply store.
it's a restaurant supply and stuff like that. But
Okay.
I mean, they have some really great deals and stuff like that in there, and even with some equipment. So I
Yeah,
said to
there's
Marie,
one. There's one about 2 miles from me. I go in every once in a while.
yeah. So the last time I was in there, I was like, salivating to get in there, and some of the meats and stuff they have really good deals on. So I was talking to one guy. I said, I have a YouTube channel, and he says, that might qualify you to get your card, like that.
Well,
So
that is an independent business.
yeah, I haven't been back to it, but I'm gonna go back in and
I mean,
so
you're going to get a 1099, so that makes you an independent contractor.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I never
That
thought
should be
about it that
enough
way.
to get your card.
Yeah. So what I did was, and when we first moved here, like I said, we came with just about nothing because we got rid of everything other than my cast irons. All my cast irons I still have, and I use them. So what I did was, in fact, I'm putting a video together on it. I went back and I got rid of all the nonstick pans. They're gone. They're history.
Yeah,
I was going through them left and right, and then thinking about it, how harmful are they? How it went from Teflon to all this other different stuff. Now I do have a set of a couple pans and stuff that I really like, but it's that lava stone.
okay. Is that like the ceramic?
Yeah. So
Yes,
that
I've
that
got
stuff.
one Zwilling pan I picked up on the clearance table that has
So
that. I like
um,
it.
yeah, I'm gonna keep them. One of them with the the stone in their lava,
Yeah,
whatever it
yeah,
is. I have a small pot, and I use that for deep frying. If I'm going to deep fry anything, which I don't do a lot of,
yeah,
but that works well.
yeah. I got rid of all my stuff that had Teflon on it.
Yeah. So for Christmas, I bought myself 3 stainless steel pans. What I'm used to in a restaurant, I have one or two aluminum that I had from use in the restaurant, and that's what I'm getting back to.
Yeah, that's generally what I use is stainless, the tri-ply.
Yeah, yeah, and then all my cast irons, and that's what I'm going to cook in. That's what I have the one Dutch oven. I think that was my grandmother's, and she was born in 1898, so I'm figuring it's like got to be around from the early 1900s, maybe.
Yeah, see, I don't have anything old like that, but I got more cast iron than I'll ever use.
Yeah, so that I use that quite a bit, and then I have a couple other ones. I got this one old mountain. I tell you what, I could use it as like a workout tool. I mean, that's how heavy that son of a bitch is.
Uh,
But that's where I'm at. That's where I'm going to stay. Getting back to where I used to be all the time with that. Screw that nonstick crap. It's garbage. It's all garbage.
Yeah,
So
I find myself grabbing a cast iron skillet more and more.
yeah, yeah. And then a couple pots. I have a couple stainless steel. I have a complete set. I think it's KitchenAid. I'm not sure, but it's all stainless steel. I got a stainless steel wok.
Yeah,
Then I have my regular carbon steel one. Now
yeah,
here's
I
what
got a
I'm getting.
carbon steel wok,
Here's what I'm getting to.
but I can't get my stove hot enough.
Ah, I got something in the works. All right, it's coming from China. Okay, where do you want to get stuff for a wok from? You don't want to get it from Ethiopia. You want to get it from China.
Okay.
So this thing is supposed to take. It fits on your grates, and it's got these little sleeves that go down into around the flame.
Okay.
What fits on it, and it's supposed to shoot up the flames a little bit more on it. So I'm going to try that. If that don't work, I'm not supposed to be cooking on the balcony with gas. I can use electric, but nothing with gas.
Hmm.
But I'm going to go back. I'm going to get my own burner. I'm going to make my own burner again.
Well, see, my stove came. It's got the cast iron grates across the top of it,
Hmm.
and my stove came with a little cast iron cradle that fits over one of the burners.
Right.
Now, the way they built my house is and I don't, this doesn't make sense to me at all, but they got the stove and the refrigerator right up against each other. Well, the only burner this thing will fit on is the one close to the refrigerator, and the wok don't fit.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of crazy, right?
So I was telling Julie or my wife not too long ago. I think next time I catch a sale on one of these uh, crab boiling burner things, I'm gonna get one of those just for the wok.
I had a turkey
Look
fryer.
outside.
I took the turkey fryer, and what I did was I cut the legs down. I'll show you a picture of it one time.
Okay.
I cut the legs down on it, okay, and what I did was I actually bolted into it the cradle to come up. It was almost like that,
Yeah.
where the
Yeah.
wok would fit right in, and that was the best. That
Yep.
that thing was unbelievable.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
with you, Charlotte. I've only got one nonstick pan. It's a Zwilling, and it's supposed to be a ceramic coating. So far I haven't scratched it up, so it's pretty hard. But I got rid of all my Teflon.
yeah, no need. I mean, it's just stop and think about it. I mean, some of the videos I did when you see me put the olive oil on it, I'll beat it up.
I mean, I had two Teflon coated pans I got rid of. I mean, they weren't cheap,
Yeah, yeah. So
but I find myself, especially the wife, she'll throw a skillet on the stove. She's gonna preheat it. Something shiny comes along, she forgets about it. Before long, I smell plastic, and I finally got rid of them so she couldn't do it.
yeah, Marie has two knives that she uses all the time. Okay, both look like little cleavers, and I think it came from a cheese set. You cut the cheese.
Probably so.
So I'm constantly sharpening them and this and that, and she'll cut away and do the stuff. And so in the morning she'll make me scrambled eggs. Okay, that she likes to do it and everything like that.
That's right, Dwayne.
So we had uh, a small Teflon pan. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. And I showed her an article. Read that. Okay, about people Alzheimer's and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I said her dad had a same size cast iron. There again, that thing you can slide anything in there. That's how well seasoned it
Yes.
is, and that we keep it that way. So she's back to using that again. You know what I mean? So trying to break old habits with it. It's nice cleaning up and everything, but you don't know
Oh
what kind
yeah.
of there's no guarantee, especially if it's coming from overseas, which everything is, and you have actually no idea of how it's made. So
Well, the only thing I ever used a nonstick for anyway was eggs.
yeah, yeah,
That was it. Maybe bacon's if I wanted to use the same pan and not dirty up too. But other than that, I use stainless 90% of the time.
have we just I haven't been buying bacon because it's freaking ridiculous. but they had to set out this Winco. I got 12 ounces, I think it was. I think it was three something, 360 or something for that. So I picked up a couple, and we haven't had bacon in a long time. So I told her, cook that now in your dad's pan. Put it in the other pan, and
Yeah.
it'll help season it up. Wash it, wash it out, but it gets into the pan. You're good.
Yeah, I pretty much just use bacon for seasoning anymore. I can't remember the last time I had a strip of bacon just to eat.
Yeah.
Now, let me back that up. I did have some bacon that Uncle Steve baked with his dessert shake.
Okay. Yeah.
Now that was some good bacon.
So here's what I do now. Okay, I haven't because there again. This bacon that I bought that was three something. Okay, had a funny aftertaste to it.
Yeah, you think it was outdated?
No, no, everything was up in there because I had the other pack that we tried also, but it just had that funny taste to it. Now, like I said, we haven't had it in a long time, but I was buying for a while from the restaurant supply the ends, strips that they squared up with like that through the
Okay.
slicer. And what I would do with that, I would cook that up, break it up, all right, and then put that in the freezer. So if I was making spinach or broccoli or some kind of vegetable,
Right,
I would
right.
have the bacon bits to put in there. That went from $6.99 a pound for 3 pounds, $6.99 for 3 pounds, to now it is $12 and change for the 3 pounds. So
Somebody discovered it. Yep.
I said, Marie, I said, we're done. I don't crave bacon. I don't need bacon every day, whatever. But I go to the Oriental store, and into the Oriental store I go, and I get pork belly. Okay, I can get I think it's for a pound. I think it's four and change. Okay, and I'll slice it for you any way you want it. You can buy the whole thing,
Yeah.
and it's not smoked, right? But I use that instead. Uh, yeah, it had no.
Yeah,
I
pork
don't know.
belly is kind of expensive around these parts.
Yeah, I guess because everybody using burn ends and stuff like that too.
Yeah,
So
it got famous.
yeah, and there again,
You know,
price goes
10
up.
years ago they couldn't give the stuff away. Now everybody thinks it's a steak.
Yeah, same thing with chuck roll. I mean, the whole truck. I mean, 2 years ago, I was paid $50 for I don't know 21 pounds, 22 pounds, whatever.
Yeah.
Now it's 151. So it's just crazy. It's just completely nuts. So I don't know. It's kind of, and there again, you sound like the old fart. Get
Yeah,
off my
yeah.
lawn. Can't do it that way and have it that way.
Well,
So
I just think we got more practical as we got older.
yeah, yeah. I know what I want. I know what how I want to do things and let everybody go do what they
Not
want.
trying to keep up with the neighbors or anything like that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, Mr. Grumpus, I think you got to get up for work tomorrow, right?
Well, I got to get up for physical therapy or
Okay.
cardiac therapy. I don't have to be there till 9. I'm out by 10, and I'll go into the office probably around 12, 12:30.
I'm no
So
fun.
it's not like I'm overworking myself. I'm old and I fart.
Yeah. Panchuco, he's a good guy, Panchuco. He sips on his bourbon. He likes his stuff like that.
So yeah, I mean I got to get up tomorrow, but it's not like I got to get up at 7 and try to be at the shop at 8 or anything like that.
No, okay. I have you had you don't drink no more, right?
Well, yeah, if I have to, I will.
Okay, no, I mean,
I've
well,
I tried I've tried to cut back on the hard liquor
okay,
while I'm on all this medication.
okay, yeah,
I don't know
makes
how
sense.
well they didn't tell me not to, but I didn't ask them if I could. So I don't know if mixing all these pills together with that is a good idea.
Especially the
But
blood thinners.
I don't mind. I'm still having a couple beers, a few nights a week.
Yeah, I there again, uh, for what I went through with all the nonsense, the medications. I'm glad I did what I did, and I got off most of them.
Uh huh.
Okay. And they keep hitting me with the type 2 diabetic, blah, 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 with the liquor and the alcohol. And I said, you know what? I'm living my life. It took me 50 years to get where I'm at.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm not just going to turn around and quit because somebody says, yeah, I'm going to do that. I listen to them as far as losing weight and get trying to get my health back and everything like that, and it didn't work. Their method didn't work. The way I did it, it worked. So I
Well,
think I'm
Charlotte had a good idea here a few weekends ago. She told me, she said, well, it took you 71 years to get to this point
yeah.
where I needed repairs. And I said, yeah, that would be awful to get to 130 and wish I had taken better care of myself.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know. It's just kind of crazy, just the way the things are.
Well,
You
I
know,
hope to be off about half this medicine here in another few months.
yeah, stay on it though, Grumpus,
Well, I'll
because
stay
I'm
on
on.
it as long as they tell me to stay on it. But, you know, I, I hope I don't have to take, I'm taking 7 pills in the morning and 6 pills at night. It's
Yeah,
like a meal every time I have to take my medication.
yeah, and what I did was that doctor told me uh, that this one medication. I mean, I rag about it all the time, but you know what? It bothers me
Yeah,
that I got to take this stuff because they put me on it, and I didn't need to be. So that's the thing that aggravates the living hell, and it's expensive as hell. That and then this year they're gonna. I know they're gonna start cutting back because this year they're doing away with the donut hole. Okay, and that means they are already got in place starting January. If you can't afford your medication, they're going to put you on a payment plan to keep your medications up.
yeah,
So you know what that means? Everything's going to go up.
yeah, yeah.
So I mean, but stay on your doctor. I mean, what I'm saying about stay on your medication,
Oh, yeah,
stay on them about getting off it. Do I really need to be on this? How
yeah.
many blood thinners do I need to be on and
I
stuff?
mean, I'm looking back, and it's only been just a couple of months. But I'm thinking, by springtime, about the time weather's turning, and I'm feeling my oats. I'm hoping to get off some of this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they told me 6 months. Yeah, you get on it 6 months. I said, okay, well, it's been a year. Why am I still on it?
Yeah.
Well, we got to make sure that we have no other problems and stuff.
Hey, Lucy.
Lucy, how you doing? Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, so I mean,
But they got me on like 2 different blood thinners plus aspirin. I
wow.
would like to think they could get me off of one or two of those,
Yeah.
and just pick a winner, and that'll be it. Because
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I mean, I got bruises on my hand now
Mm-hmm.
because I'm on these blood thinners. If I just grab myself and squeeze real hard, I can bruise myself.
I I
And
got
I told
right here.
Vicky, I says, man, I said, I've got, every time I turn around, I got a bruise on me. I said, it's got to be those blood thinners.
Yeah. Yeah, here with Panchugo just said, right? You're
Yeah.
still on it because the insurance is still paying.
Well, that's true too. There's something
Yeah.
something to say about that.
I mean, it was funny because the one medication that I'm on, I ran out. Okay, so I called the doctor. I called the office, and I said the doctor told me to call if I ever run out of this stuff that you would give me samples. Hold on, like you're a pain in
Yeah.
the ear. Hold on. No, we have none. I said, all right. So what am I supposed to do? Well, on that medication in particular, if say you were going in to have surgery, you can get off it, and you could probably be off it for a week. I said, okay, hold the phone. I'm out of them. I'm not having surgery, and I'm out of pills. What's the repercussion? What is your degree of knowledge about this medication that I'm on, other than reading something? And she got all hamina, hamina, hamina. She said, I'll have somebody from the doctor's office call you back. Well, they called me back, and they said, we're waiting for a new delivery of samples to come in. So once the samples come in, we will call you and let you know. They
All
never
right.
called me. They never did.
So you just tell your body to wait.
Yeah. So then they said they had one box. So one box is good for, I take them twice a day, 2 weeks. Okay. I had to start cutting them in half to get it through because they didn't have any more.
Mm.
I mean,
Well, I mean, a good example of insurance is, they wanted me to take this cardiac therapy, and I really wasn't going to do it, but my wife pushed it, my boss pushed it, everybody, the doctors kept pushing it. Cardiac therapy, got it. That makes the difference between, you know, hiking in a year and still being in the chair in a year.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I went ahead and signed up for it. It cost me $20 every time I go in. I go in 3 times a week. The cost the cost that they're charging insurance is $745.50 per day per trip.
Yeah.
So my insurance is getting hit with that 3 times a week, they've got me. The insurance has me signed up for 36 visits. That's
Wow.
astronomical, and all I'm doing is going in there and pedaling a sit down bike
Going nowhere.
for 45 minutes. I mean,
Oh,
it's ridiculous.
yeah.
I mean, I know
When
they got overhead and stuff like that, but $700?
when I blew my
Come
knee out,
on.
okay, and I went to one surgeon I went to, and they said, "Oh, they were mad because I went to the hospital, and the hospital sent me to this guy, and he's out of my network."
Yeah.
Or they God Almighty, what are you doing? That's bullshit. That's crazy. The craziest thing. You can't do that. You got to call here. I said to the one doctor, "Come here. Here's my phone. You call here and see what you got to go through to
Yeah.
get to talk to you." They hate me up there. They hate when I go. That's why they schedule all my appointments now. With Marie's got to go with me. Yeah,
Yep. That's right. That's right. I
yeah.
mean, I'm not paying it. The insurance paying it, but it upsets me that they're even charging the insurance that much.
It's going to come to a time where you're going to pay for it.
It's well, that'll be the time I stop.
I'm a type 2 diabetic, and you got to check your blood sugar 3 times a day, morning, lunch, and before you go to bed. 3 times a day. Here is all the paraphernalia you need to
Yeah.
test your blood sugar.
Yeah.
500 little strips. Here's the meter, the whole bit. Okay. I don't check my blood sugar the way I should, or do I need to? All right. But once all that stuff ran out, I go to reorder it again. Well, now you got a co-payment. Now you got to pay. Before it was free. Well, you like I said, you pay through the nose for it. But
Right.
here's the deal now. So now you got to pay for it, and that is $300 and some dollars your cost. Now, guess what? I'm not doing it no more.
Yeah.
I'm just not doing it. So, and that's the way it goes. And but my point is, so I ran out of them pills. What do I do? Nothing. Got to wait till after January until you come out of that donut hole and start all over fresh again. No, I mean, what do I do from that point A to point B
Yeah.
in between? They don't care. They just don't
Well,
care.
I went a couple of rounds with the pharmacy a week and a half ago. I called them because I had down to one pill left on one of my prescriptions, and they said, "Well, you're not due for refills yet." I said, "Well, I'm down to one pill. What am I supposed to do?" They said, "Well, call us in 10 days." I said, "Will you stop just for a minute and read the label? You're giving me 30 pills, telling me take them twice a day, and and only get them refilled once a month."
Yeah. What's
I,
going?
s- I says, I'm no genius, but that looks like a 2 week supply to me.
Yeah. I mean,
And
it
they
was,
finally got it straightened out, but I had to go through the pharmacy. I had to call my doctor and let them know the pharmacy was trying to get hold of them because they wasn't in the rotation from the pharmacy I was using. I mean, it was an all day deal almost.
oh, we went. Like I said, well,
And
yeah.
I don't know if that's a pill I really, really need or not.
And there again, you get to run around so much because they just don't. You're a number. They just don't care. I mean, just. Uh,
No.
I told one guy this was last year about I called for samples because the cardiologist told me need to need them, get samples. I don't know why that pill's so expensive, but we have a ton of samples here, and we can get you through it. I said, okay.
Okay.
because they sell them 90-day supply. Okay, 90-day supply. My end is $580.
Wow.
Okay, one in that time frame is 100 and something. I forget what it is. And a couple times I have to suck it up and do it. You know what I mean? But I call. Now, this is what the doctor told me to do. Call, speak to this person, and ask for him, and he'll hook you up. I call, and this guy gets on the phone. Hello, Mr. Garvey. What can I do for you? Like I'm bothering him again with the
Yeah.
attitude. And I said, well, Doctor So and So said for me to call when I run out of Eliquis. He went. First of all, he said I can't be handing out samples. Number one. Number two, you haven't been in here in almost a year. Okay. So we're considering you not a patient anymore. I said, so let me ask you a question. Why do I got to come in and see you if I have no problems? Okay. Do I have to come see you to find the problem? Okay. Heart's fine. I'm in good shape. I don't have the medication that you idiots put me on
Yeah.
that I didn't need. So he says, listen to me and listen to me clear. Okay. You are not getting anything. He says to me, "Did you hear me?" I said, "Okay, hold on, hold the phone there, sir. Let's
Hold the
let's."
phone. I'll be right over.
No, I said, "Let's clear the air right now." Okay, you better get a friggin' bodyguard and start dialing 911 because I'm going to wait for you outside, and I know what you look like. When you come outside, you're going to get the beating of your life, you rat bit. And I went off. I went out of my mind. Okay. Do you know they had it's Intermountain Healthcare is what it is. They had a representative call the house saying that I threatened a guy's life. I said, call a cop. I said, everything recorded? Call a cop. See what I said. I said, goddamn right, I threatened his life. I said, I'm still looking for him. So that was the end of it. I don't go back to the cardiologist
Well, I mean,
anymore.
you go to the doctor. They prescribe medicine to get you better.
Yeah.
If the medicine works, now you're not a patient no more.
Or don't do it according to Hoyle. Okay. He said, but here's the kicker. Grumpus, they turn around and they want you to go every 6 months for a checkup at the cardiologist. Okay.
Yeah.
And when you go in there, they do an EKG. Okay. My plan does not cover office EKG visits. That's on me. So an EKG is $135. So I said to them, I said, you're telling me I go in there, some whack job comes walking in with a machine and puts suction cups all over me, okay? And 2 minutes later, it's all done, everything's fine, and that cost me $135? You're out of your freaking mind.
Yeah. Are you hiring?
Yeah. I said, I mean, come on. I said, I could do that. I said, I can get Dixie cups and put it all over somebody and charge them $10. I don't, I
Well,
just, I was,
I'm doing it. They do the same thing when I'm taking my cardiac therapy. They got me all wired up and hooked up, but I go in the other room and stick those things on myself. I put them on myself, turn the machine on. They monitor it while I'm in there, and when I'm done, I go in the other room. I disconnect everything, take it all off. I'm- I mean,
I just
it
reminded me,
got me almost $750.
you just reminded me of something I went through in Florida. I'm in the hospital and I have heart palpitations, the whole bit. All right. Went through all this baloney. They put me in a room. You got to be here at least overnight. Look like you might have AFib. We're not sure. So we're going to have the electrocardiologist come and speak to you.
Okay.
Now, this was supposed to be in the afternoon. All right. Here I am now. It's almost 9 or 10 o'clock. This dude walked in the door and he had to duck his head to get into through the doorway. I said, "Oh, where's my bat or something in case this guy gets nuts?" I'm gonna lamp him. So he does an exam on it. He leans up against the wall and he folds his arms. He said, "Mr. Garvey," he said, "You know what?" He says, "I think your problem is not in your heart." He says, "Are you stressed?" Oh, me? No, I'm good. You know. He says, "How do you sleep?" I said, "I'm not good. I don't know. How do you sleep?" Or he asked me stupid questions, He says, "I think we need to set you up to go have a sleep apnea test rather than me trying to go in and talk to you about doing an ablation."
Uh-huh.
"What's an ablation?" I said to him. "Well, they go in and burn part of your chamber in your heart to kill that side to put it back in rhythm again." I said, "Hold on a minute."
Yeah.
I said, "I'll put it back in rhythm myself." So he sets it up to where for me to go have this sleep apnea. And I wasn't quick on my feet, all right, because they did it right there in the hospital. I should have demanded to have do it right in the hospital. Because once you're in the hospital, insurance company's got to pay for everything,
Yeah.
no matter
Yeah.
what. Okay. Well, now I go as an outpatient. So I go to this it was in Newport Richey, Florida. I go to this place, and you got to get there now at 10 o'clock at 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. Walk in and look like an old bordello in there. I hope I don't know what this is all about, but this is ridiculous. I walk in and nobody take offense, okay, but it was an Indian guy. All right. I go in and he didn't speak too good of English, and he's telling me that he was going to put me into this room, okay, and he explaining what he's going to do. He's going to put all these wires and stuff on me, and I'm going to sleep, and we'll we'll do the test, and we'll get your results in a week or two, and blah blah blah. It's okay, whatever. I'm here. So I climb in bed, and I get this whack job comes in the door. Grumpus takes putting shit all over my head, my chest, down my legs, on my feet. Okay, my hand. I mean, I look like I look like a fiber optics, uh, a fiber optics that broke. Wires everywhere. So the Indian dude, he says to me, he says, "Okay, Mister Tom, we're going to try to before make sure everything works. Blink your eyes." And I felt like I see you didn't say Simon Says, for that. Anyway, he turns around and we get down to the all the extremities and stuff, and I get down to my feet, and he says, "Okay, Mister Garvey, wiggle your foot fingers."
Foot fingers.
I said, "What'd you say?" "Wiggle your foot fingers." I said, "Toes, you friggin' moron." And I lost my grip. Okay, now he's telling me. He goes, "I'm sorry to hear your toes." Going through that whole routine. Now I'm very uncomfortable with the whole thing. All right. So he says, "Okay, time to go to sleep." Bloop, turn the light out and close the door. This is not right for me. Talk about getting set up, whatever. So I finally do fall asleep. And then, like, I guess it was like 4:30, 5 o'clock, light comes on. "Okay, test is done. You can go home." Not like this, I can't. So he's pulling shit off me. And I didn't even go into the men's room or nothing. I just left. All right.
Uh-huh.
So on the way home, there was a Wawa. It's like a convenience store, gas and stuff like that. And I stopped to get a coffee. I wanted to punch the shit out of somebody. And I go into this place, and I'm looking. Everybody's looking and backing up away from me. I'm pouring coffee. What the frick is going on? All right. I went past the machine. It was stainless steel and had like a glass front. And I'm looked at the glass. The shit they had in my hair. Okay, looked like glue. All right, all over my hair, on my face. Okay, all around my neck. Oh, and that son of a bitch. Pay for my coffee and
Why
everybody.
would they let you leave like that?
I don't know. I have no idea. Well, I got home. You want to hear Marie? Marie laughed for almost 2 hours straight. I mean, just completely nuts. And I had to take a shower to get all this shit out of my hair and stuff like that. Well, 2 weeks go by, and next thing you know, they call me and said, "You definitely have sleep apnea." Okay, it was definitely causing your heart problems, or think that's what the problem was. So what we're going to do is send you out a machine. What are you talking about? This is all new to me. You know what I mean? Well, you want to see this contraption? I look like Ed Norton coming up out of the sewer with this fucking mask on, a hose, the whole bit. we're in Florida, and all of a sudden I got the mask on. I'm trying to flip around, get to sleep with it, and you put water in it, the whole bit. I hear something bang outside. I jump up, right, to run out, but they still had the mask on.
Oh no.
I pulled everything, water everywhere, the whole thing up. So it took a long time to get used to it.
Yeah.
Long story short, I'm here in Vegas. Also, I get a letter in the mail that this certain company that made this machine for me, okay, the CPAP machine, there is particles that are coming loose from the insulation, and that I was breathing in may cause lung cancer.
Oh no.
Yeah. Now, try to get a hold of somebody. You know what my doctor said? Well, you need it. You need it to sleep. So it was a class action lawsuit. I had to pack up the one I had, send it back. They sent me out a new one to use, and I think I got $53.28 for the class action lawsuit, and still don't know what's going on with the lungs and everything like that.
Oh no.
So I mean, it's all fiascos and stuff like that, and to me, it's phases that you go through in the medical field. You know what I mean? As far as now, this Ozempic thing is the big to do. Okay, I was on not Ozempic, but I was on another one for almost a year, and
Okay.
now I got problems. Now I got problems from it. So there is side effects to it, and they say no, it's fine. And these stupid people are buying it black market, okay, and using it. And there's more and more people right now coming around with stomach cancer.
See, they got me on Plavix and Xarelto.
Plavix is tough, man.
I
Plavix,
know. So
Plavix
that's one
makes
of
you
them I'm
bleed.
hoping to get away from.
Plavix will make you bleed. Whew. Well,
Well,
I'm
that's what I'm
taking
saying.
half.
It's all the blood thinners. Every time I touch myself, I
I'm
leave a
taking.
bruise.
I'm taking half the pill, and I can't shave.
Oh,
See the
okay.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
taking that half a pill, and that's the side of. If I bang my arm or something, okay, I mean it looked like I got beaten one day. I had too many black and blues on me.
Well, they tried to put one of those. Well, tried they put one of those things on me when I was in the hospital, and even though I wasn't having a problem sleeping, they wanted me breathing some pure oxygen, and they wanted me to leave it on like 3 hours a night, and I was good for maybe 30 minutes, and I'm taking that thing off. I couldn't sleep with that thing on,
Yeah.
and
So what I was
no,
get what
no,
I
I
was
don't snore. But anyway, I told him, I said, this is worse than the open heart surgery. I can't, because it hurt. I mean, it just didn't fit right. It made noise. I couldn't go fall asleep because of the noise it was making.
I had after a while I got used to it. And yeah, and I did sleep better the whole bit. But I got to tell you, and like Panchuka said, you can lose weight, if you get a good night's sleep the whole bit and everything else like that. Okay, and reason why you got fat was not because you couldn't breathe. It's from what you put up in your mouth, and that was one of the problems I had with the doctor about that. Well, we just can't stop everything because you're on doing this thing here. I said, well, you know what? From listening to you, okay, sending me to all these different doctors, okay, and it didn't work. Nothing worked. So here we are. All right. Now, do I continue doing this and stuff like that? So now there's another problem with this machine, and the company went out of business. They get hammered so bad
Wow.
with lawsuits and stuff like that. So I mean, and then I don't have time for that sitting and waiting, for a paycheck or whatever. That's not my style. So wow, see that Grumpus? See what I got?
I see that.
Oregano. I said I feel like I'm in a pizzeria or in a gondola. You
Well,
had a
maybe
free
that
time?
Quentin, maybe that alcohol was helping you stay disinfected.
Yeah, yeah. That's. I mean, I was in the
Well,
store
that's
today.
all right. It was the same thing when I went into the hospital. They want to know what meds I was on. I said I'm not on any. And one nurse, she said at 71 years old, you're not taking any medication at all. I said no. She said, not even vitamins? I said, no, I get my vitamins off my dinner plate.
Yeah.
I said, I don't take anything. So, I mean, because of that, everything they gave me just knocked me almost higher than a kite.
Yeah.
Because I'm not used to taking anything. And that's another reason I want to get off of some of this stuff I'm on now, because I think after a while you get used to it, it loses its effectiveness.
Yeah. You know what? I just had a thing click up here and says live broadcast is going to end
Oh yeah.
in 7 minutes. I don't know what that's all about.
Well, we might need to wrap it up then, because I'm showing you we're on 3 hours.
Yeah, going on 3 hours.
So is that your limit? Is 3 hours?
I don't know. That's the first time I've seen it. It's the first time I'm doing it. So let's see what happens.
Because I think the free version was a 2 hour limit. 1 hour or two. I can't remember. I know I shut it down, started a new
Yeah.
a new live stream because we weren't done talking.
You know, let me see what happens if I come up here. Well, yeah. You know what? YouTube shut off.
Did it really?
Yeah, it looks like it. Let me check.
Let me look at the stream here. Well, there's what, a 15-second delay or something like that.
Yeah, something.
I mean, I'm still seeing the broadcast.
Oh no, it's still on.
It's still up.
Yeah, I must have clicked on it wrong.
Well, I probably need to go anyway. I don't stick around till it just stops working. People in chat wonder what happened.
Yeah, exactly. We're talking medical stuff here.
Yeah, well, we put them all to sleep.
Yeah.
They don't need a mask. They just need us.
Yeah. Tonight, thank you for watching Paint Dry. Yeah, we can wrap it up. Grumpus, I appreciate you coming.
I'm gonna bail.
No, I'm getting out too because I'm getting a little tired, and I'm just glad it worked so good.
I like the looks of it, and I'm glad I got to see the other side of it.
Yeah. You know what I think? You know what I think that was? I think it said the live was going to shut down, but I don't think the recording of it, as far as storage.
Oh, okay. So you think excuse me. So you think the recording part just stopped?
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
For 3 hours, which is fine. I mean, not a problem. Well, everybody, I appreciate you stopping in. I really do. Thank you so much. In the beginning, it was a little rocky until we got Mr. Grumpus up here.
No,
He's the star of the show.
You were holding it down pretty good, I thought.
Now, a couple times I was looking for stuff. Anyway. Charlotte, take care of yourself.
Again, it was pilot error, and I couldn't get my stuff to run.
Taking off on the runway was horrible. Hope you had a happy birthday. Panchico, thank you so much for coming in. Quinn, always a pleasure. Stay healthy, buddy. Stay away from people.
Everybody has a happy new year, and y'all be careful if you get out on the roads. Cause like Granny said earlier, all the amateur drinkers are out.
Yeah, we don't need none of that. Just come on live with us. I mean, what the hell?
So I'm just going to chill at the house. But y'all stay safe. Have a happy new year, Tom.
Thank you, buddy. I'll be talking to you.
Blessings to you and your wife.
Yep, same right back.
I am. If I can figure out how to get out of here, I'll be out of here.
Just hit on the top, Evmux, and X out.
Mine's looking a little different. Let's see. Share video, share screen settings.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Are you ready? You're still on, so I get edit name. Hello there.
Oh wow! Seriously, I don't know how to get off of this.
Let me see if I just shut it
on
down.
Fire. Oh, log out. So I guess that's where I leave. Top right corner. Okay, I'm gonna hit log out. I'll see y'all later.
Okay. Hey, Scully, we're shutting her down. Thanks for stopping in.